love to Curtis, because the open starts with the Junior Caminero thing, and I immediately said to him, "You didn't lead with the World Cup?" And he just kind of smiles at me. I'm like, "Seriously, you didn't lead with the World Cup?" He goes, "No, just wait." I go, "No, I'm talking about." And then he does that, like, "Oh no, sorry, wrong station. Got to get to the World Cup." So you did lead with the World Cup. I'm proud of you. Nice effort.
And now they'll take on
Belgium.
Yeah, that's it. That's the drop. There it is.
Belgium.
Who's next?
Belgium.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you just fast forward to it, or did you find just that?
I found the part where, because he kind of runs in, Belgium has freedom, so I had to kind of cut it off.
Yeah.
Had to go into iMovies and bring the sound down. And
Yeah.
I'm thorough.
You are. And you did it all right there, or you did this earlier?
I did this last night on my phone.
Okay.
Found a little clip on YouTube. That speech is all over YouTube, so I just found that clip and process of elimination.
Yeah. All right. I like it. The U.S. Wins and advances, and America's pissed. That's the story, isn't it?
Pretty much.
Listen, we're going to talk some Royals with David Lesky. We'll play There Can Be Only One and Stump the Chumps coming up in the 3 o'clock hour. Peter Yates Enoch and Todd Lebo will be with us. Blair Kirchhoff in the 4. Danny Unleashed. We'll talk a lot of World Cup with Danny, one of our soccer gurus. That's coming up in the 5 o'clock hour. So plenty of soccer still to come, but we open with a little soccer. The red card is all the talk. What do you think, Kay?
What I think is still to some degree a novice's view on it, and a lot of things have kind of led me closer to the event as I've gone through these 2 weeks. So last night was one of those things where I have to kind of rely, I guess, on people who are more familiar with this. But I first heard or saw the thing, I was like, "Well, that's rough, man. It's down a man, the red card, okay, you're down a man for the rest of the match." And I have another text thread that I'm on that's like, "Wow, they're going to have him out for the next game too." I go, "Really? So you're gone for the rest of that game and the whole next game because of the view of basically 1 or 2 people on an infraction?" It's like, that seems... And what I posted last night, I said the best way I could put it was that it seemed... Let me make sure I have this right. Because I said, "My knowledge of soccer is admittedly slim, but that seems like a rule that's way too punitive for the infraction."
Well, I talked to, some folks I know in the soccer world that have been at the higher levels, and they definitely thought it was not a red card. Now, they're Americans as well. I will tell you, I've seen similar plays given the red card. I've seen it in the MLS matches.
Mm-hmm.
So it is like the thing that's different about soccer is the approach is you're supposed to take care of your opponent, right? You're supposed to not make those challenges. So I get it. We'll dive more into the red card with Danny a little bit later on. I want to say this, though. When was the last time everybody in this country was talking about soccer?
After Landon Donovan's goal that sent him to the knockout round 12 years ago, was
probably,
it? 14?
Maybe. But this seems to have more of a buzz than that ever did.
Absolutely. Part of largely because it's in America and it's here. I mean, that's certainly a plus. But
yeah, I don't have the same outrage that everybody else does because I've seen calls like this before. I think in the spirit of what the rules are, I don't think it should have been a red card. I heard
it also helps that it didn't cost them. If they hadn't gotten the free kick goal and then Bosnia had tied it and they lost in extra time or PKs, you'd be like, what?
For sure.
More people would be. You might not.
I think yes, absolutely. But they're upset because of the implications of the next match. They're seeing the U.S.'s leading goal scorer is not going to be able to play. That's a huge loss, in my opinion. He's red hot. He almost scored 3 goals last night. I think it does suck, but I do think the U.S. team is stronger than just one guy. And so I don't think they're dead in the water by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, the betting odds are pretty much a pick 'em right now. And those odds have factored in the fact that they will be without Balogun Balogun?
Yeah.
Bal or Ball?
I think it's Balogun because
Balogun.
whenever I hear it, I think they're saying Malligant.
Okay.
So it's Balogun.
That's factored into the odds. So they still have this match as a pick 'em. So all is not lost. Doesn't mean you should be happy about the call. And, the people I was talking to, I was told, no, definitely not a red card. And no, it's not a yellow card. I like I said, I've seen. Now maybe the answer is yeah, and all those were ruled wrongly. Okay, I would listen to that for sure, but I do know they don't like you getting your cleats into somebody else's leg, and if you want to avoid it, don't let that happen. I mean, this is a play where they're both going for the ball. I think it's just a really unfortunate situation, but in soccer, the idea is to create freedom of movement. Like, they do not want Pat Riley, New York Knicks soccer.
No.
Okay? Where it's a wrestling match all over the field, where you're just taking guys out, and it just becomes a series of takedowns out in the middle of the field, and nobody's progressing and the ball isn't moving. I mean, so I think a couple of things. One, first and foremost, the passion of the American fans speaks to how much the World Cup has made an impression this year. That it has taken a big step forward, soccer has, in this country with that, because people care. That's the number one thing it says to me. People care. They care that they're going to be down a player. They're already planning on watching the next match. They give a crap about how this is going to go down. And I think that's tremendous for the sport of soccer. And I think it's great for U.S. soccer. And I think having the U.S. be really into soccer is a big thing for soccer globally.
Yeah.
And I think we're watching a team, although I'll point out that they've been a favorite in every match and they're 3-1. I'd have to go back and look. I don't know that I actually checked the odds in the third one once they announced the lineup. Did it maybe come out that they weren't the favorites? I don't know. I don't remember. I just know by world ranking, they were the higher ranked team in every match that they played, and they're 3-1. And that's kind of the question that still looms out here. The question that will be answered against Belgium, who is ranked higher in the world than the U.S., are they just a product of their schedule? Or was this, was this just, or are they taking the next step as a team, as a program, and ready to, really go up and be a top 10 caliber, national team that can expect to, like, hey, we're disappointed if we don't get to at least the 8.
Yeah.
Like the knockout round, getting out of the knockout round has really been all, especially when it's 2 out of 4, that's all we really hope for in years past. Getting a win beyond that was great. But I think this, we're going to find out against Belgium because you don't get always to play with all your guys.
Right.
We're going to find out against Belgium if they're ready to take that next step. Because if you beat a good Belgium team that's number 10 in the world while you're sitting at 15 or 16, then
down a man.
Yeah, down a man and got another goal. I mean, that's what's so impressive about the team.
Yeah.
They didn't get it with, their goalkeeper standing on his head. Now, he did have to make several saves. He made 3 saves in like a couple of minutes. All of them right at him, so the defense was pretty good because nobody got, there were no wonder saves, no standing on your head.
There were a couple oh, that's a bad hit. There were a couple ooh.
There were other ones where I really think the defenders did a nice job of just giving the offensive player, giving the Bosnian Herzegovina player just a little piece of the net. Yeah. Part of that is cutting down the angle. And I think the one that was fired to the goalkeeper's left, the defender did a nice job of saying, okay, you can get a shot off, but you're not cutting back. You're not cutting back, and you're not crossing the ball. If you want to take from this angle, you're going to have to thread a needle on the post against my keeper because he's going to be over there because I've taken away 3/4 or more of the net. That was good defense, right? Yeah. Even though a shot got clear to the goalkeeper, that was good defense. Like I said, all the shots were right to the keeper and were fairly easy saves. He still made them. You still have to make them. I'm not trying to take anything away from him, but
one of the more I guess nervous moments was actually one that was a kind of chest bump from a U.S. guy back to him, and he went, kind of grabbed it. I could hear the guys in the telecast going, whoa.
The most nervous moment was the first play of the game, the first corner of the game, where he's almost like, okay, I'm checking the man who's going up for the header, and they're like, oh, crap, this is going to bend in. And he still made the save.
There was one late, though, where he was just kind of trying to chest it back to the keeper, and And it looked like it for a second he wasn't expecting it.
Yeah.
It was right to him, but
It was right to him, but, I mean,
whoa,
it was a risky
that'd
play.
be a hell of a way to
Yeah.
to get
He
the equalizer.
wanted to give him a chance to play it with his hands,
Yeah.
and so he chested it back that way. But, yeah, I agree. That was a little white knuckle at that point.
Just for a half
But-
second.
But overall, they dominated. And even from a position of weakness down with only 10 men, I thought they did a really nice job. Like, I think they look incredibly well coached. Incredibly well coached.
Yeah.
And they did a fantastic job of really bringing everybody back, playing defense when they were down 10 men. But when they got opportunities, they pushed the ball up the field, which helps to kill the clock when the other team's got to then navigate all the way back down the field. And then they, of course, draw the penalty. And I definitely think it's a penalty. No one ever thinks it's a penalty. No matter what happens, the team that it's called on never thinks it is, but I thought it absolutely was a penalty. And then what an incredible strike to bend it from that short a distance.
Yeah.
I mean, it's slow and blocking the keeper's view as it comes off his foot till it gets just high enough to get over everyone jumping,
Mm-hmm.
and then immediately darts down and away
Yeah.
from the keeper. I mean, it was an amazing strike.
And you heard on the call there, the keeper was giving up a little bit to his right, and it looked like he was setting up for a power kick, and the guy got his hands on it, but
Got a hand on it.
a hand on it as he dove. It was a perfect strike. It was any farther either way, and it's either deflected out or it's right into the guy. It's a perfect kick.
I am of the belief that the loss to Turkey with backups, the backups that allowed them to reset all their yellow cards, was worthwhile. We talked about that with Matt Beasler yesterday. Matt always does a great job breaking it down. If you missed that and you want to just gobble up more of the match, go listen to Matt's analysis. He does a great job of setting the table for what it is. It's at 810WHB.com and on the 810 app. You know, I just I actually think the loss against Turkey even was like, don't get too big ahead. Right? You're like, if you roll Turkey with your backups, you're like, well, bring on Spain. Like, no, I will be rooting against Spain and Portugal, and, well, Bosnia and Portugal are probably about the same. So I'll definitely be rooting against getting Spain out of there.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'd like the KU 88 road to the national championship, please.
Or the 08 road to the Final Four. They had to beat two number ones on the way, but they had a pretty tasty route to the Final Four.
Did they?
Yeah.
I don't
Mostly
even...
double digits, and they had a 10 seed in the Elite Eight, but they had to play 2 ones.
Well, yeah, it was Steph Curry in that 10 seed,
yeah,
though, right?
True, but it was still a 10.
Maybe not. It was a 10, but I think we would agree that Davidson
not your
team
normal 10, but
was not a 10.
Yeah.
Like it's where they put him, but I don't think Steph Curry and 4 of us
6
is a 10. But yeah, but I mean, listen, I don't want to talk about KU.
Yeah,
I want to talk about this. Look, it's if they can just the further they go, the more it does for U.S. soccer. And I think the anger and frustration and all the fire and venom, I think it's a great thing. It's a great thing for U.S. soccer. You know, and by the way, we need the U.S. to keep going because we don't really want to see what's happening on the field when it comes to the baseball team.
Not really. No.
I mean,
no.
We've talked about the different things. Now we're going to watch records be set. Youngest player ever to hit home runs in 6 consecutive games. I recognize that the Rays have not played the Royals for 6, but there are 2 of them, and either game could have stopped that.
Yeah.
And it happened in their ballpark.
First pitch
First
saw
pitch.
last night. Crank.
So, yes, U.S., stay alive. Stay alive as long as you can.
Yeah.
We need you. Help me, U.S. men's national team. You're my only hope. Help me, U.S. men's national team. You're my only hope. Picture a woman with danishes on each side of her head wearing a white robe bent in front of a little robot.
Yeah.
Saying that. It's Princess Leia saying that the U.S. men's national team is our only hope until we get to training camp, which training camp kicks in after this is over. So we need the U.S. men's national team to keep us going.
This is where there is a link to college basketball. It's like wanting one of the 3 locals to make a deep run in March, so we don't have to start talking about the Royals on March 20th. Let's get as close to the regular season, please. Yeah, keep on playing. If they're still playing on my birthday, Nice.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah. So, listen, I think they've to this point just played to their seed.
Yeah.
Right? Which for a lot of people, most people's view of a tournament, the NCAA tournament, we said this with Matt Beasler, is play to your seed and hopefully get me one more. Belgium would be the one more. If it's play to your seed, they've played to their seed. Now is when they are the 4 going against the 1, or the 3 against the 2, or the 6 against the 2, wherever you are in the tournament where you finally are like, we're now playing the higher seeded team. That time has arrived for the U.S. men's national team. We'll take a break. We come back. David Lesky is going to join us here in the program. We'll talk some Royals baseball next. David Lesky joins us here in the program. Normally we would talk to David later today, but because of Danny's travel and Friday being a screwy day, it's a holiday for most, we'll be doing some shows here at 8:10, but they'll be a little altered because of the holiday. David is kind enough to come in early and talk some Royals baseball so we can get it out of the way.
To be
so we can
fair,
start having fun.
I also had a bit of a conflict, so you can blame everybody else, but I'll take some blame too.
The holiday weekend begins at 3:00 when we stop talking about Royals baseball.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't even like saying that.
But it's also true.
It is a little true. It is frustrating right now. There's no doubt about
They
it.
signed Scott Barlow. We're good to go.
I mean,
They did?
they need help. I mean, they're overworked.
Like an hour ago,
Oh,
hour and a half ago.
sweet.
Yeah.
They're overworked.
Yep.
I'm fine with anything they do along those lines that don't cost them prospects.
Sure.
They have, I think it's official based upon the tone and tenor of Matt Quatrero and J.J. Piccolo, who usually kind of chats with the media when they come back from a series, that they have waved the white flag. But they haven't waved the white flag on 27.
I'm okay with that.
Good. Let's start there because basically J.J. Piccolo said we're not trading any pitching, and he didn't say we're not. He said it's not. He said, listen, we're going to need those guys next year. If we trade one of them, we've got to replace them. He said, we'll listen, right? But that also means we ain't constructing. We're not like, hey, Padres, you could use a pitcher. Michael Wacha was good for you. What would you give us for Michael Wacha? I really like this guy and this guy. Hey, Dodgers, or hey, Braves. They've always got three guys down. What would you give us, right? They're not going to do that. They're just going to answer the phone and accept or reject.
Maybe.
Okay?
What?
Or that's coach speak so that the players don't.
That's where. So I was wondering that. I reached out to a couple people after. Was that just yesterday or Tuesday? That he said
Tuesday.
that? Okay.
Tuesday, yeah.
That makes more sense. I exchanged some texts, and a lot of people are a little bit skeptical that it's not just, hey, I'm saying this out loud, and we are working on things. It also could very well be that, as of right now, everything we want for Michael Wacha is not being met. And we're not going to trade him because we think we can win next year. And I think there is a path to win next season. And if they don't get what they want for Wacha, they can just use him next year. But yeah, from my understanding, it sounds a lot of people.
They can use him next year and then watch him walk, right?
Or trade him next year.
For less.
For less, for sure.
For what, 50 cents on the dollar when it's a rent-a-player?
Maybe 70.
Okay.
It'll be less. It'll be less for sure. And he's a year older, and he likely won't be having the season he's having this year.
So let's stop right.
I think there's an argument.
Yeah, and I think there is too, because when I tally up all the good players, there are plenty of good players.
Yeah.
There's no doubt this year's a disappointment, accentuated, and it's too bad they didn't stay healthy to see if they could really right the ship and get going. Yeah, they had the little stretch.
They were kind of on the way.
They had the one little stretch, but they were still sub 500.
Sure.
So you can't say, well, when we were healthy, we were a great team. You'd be like, oh, we were going the right direction. Yeah, but you sucked beforehand, and that's you too. Okay, you still got to wear that. So my view of the season is going to be, we're going to see how bad it gets. But it was the beginning of a disappointing year that got accentuated by injuries. And there are a lot of pieces like if Carter Jensen and Jack Caglione hit the rest of the way, it looks a lot better. Even if Salvi's going by the wayside, it does. It looks a lot better. Michael Garcia is not the piece that he looked like until he comes back and hits like that last year. Not in my book. He's not.
The thing about Garcia that's interesting, not to try to interrupt, but
no, go ahead.
I do wonder, how much is the injury? You look up to
That's
about early May, he hit like he was last year.
Yeah.
And then he had the hand injury. So I don't know. And then the other question is this something that's going to linger forever? Because they were saying before, rest may not help it. Well, if rest doesn't help it, what does? Is it surgery?
Well, I think immediate rest. Well, maybe it is going to be a surgery thing.
It could be.
But I will tell you this, if you're paying for speed, you're a moron.
Sure.
Because speed goes away. It goes away faster than ever before because agents will tell you they don't pay for speed.
Right.
So if you're the only guy paying for speed, if that's what it is. So if you didn't think Michael Garcia was going to continue with at least more extra base power, you made a mistake.
Sure.
Okay? Because he's going to erode defensively. He's going to erode on the base paths. The only thing that happens is while that erosion begins is they generally still hit and can even grow their power, not necessarily just home runs, but they're doubles and triples power. And so that better have been the projection you were doing. The price on Maikel Garcia, he's not a problem. I mean, I'm happy with that deal. I don't want to bog down on him.
No, but and to your point on defense, though, by the way, he's already moved down the defensive spectrum.
Yes.
So even if he does decline, he'll probably be fine.
Well, and that may be the injury. That may be he got paid, which is all part of what you're supposed to do. But my bigger, before we even talk about, like, I think they have to figure out what they really are in 27.
Yeah.
Like, I can see a path like you, but I think it's a path that comes with a lot of ifs, a lot of health. I don't see reinforcements next year. I don't see anybody.
Not to start, at least.
I mean, do you think Churia? I mean, Lumpkin maybe.
Well, he's on the 60-day now.
Well, I know.
A, so
but he
knows?
was the one guy that was coming to Double A that you're like, okay, we got a chance. He was maybe going to be that guy, but now we're talking about all the way back to A-ball.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't see any hitters. Do you see any hitters? Any hitters that are going to come up and be an everyday guy?
Every day, probably not.
They're a bunch of John Raves.
The one guy in Double A, Spencer Nivens, has legitimate power. I'd like to see him in Triple A. Let's see what he can do. I don't think he's an everyday guy.
Because isn't he even old for Double A?
He's a little old. He was a college guy, but if there's reinforcements in the minors, like real reinforcements, not Nick Lofton backup guys, they won't be up until second half, and that's the earliest. So I do think that's an issue. Now, the other thing too about contending next year, it's a lot easier to see them contend next year if they've got a healthy Cole Reagans, which they're not going to. And I don't think I don't know if we'll ever see it again. I don't know that we won't, but I don't know that we ever will. But JJ Piccolo yesterday said he's not going to be available for opening day. What does that mean? Does that mean he's going to be available May 1st? June 1st? July 1st? I don't know.
If you're not going to be available for opening day, it's major surgery.
That's what I'm saying. You can't count on it, is my point.
So let's talk about
that makes it tougher, though, because you don't have that top guy in the rotation.
And let's talk about what that means their rotation is going to look like. It's going to look like Michael Wacha, Seth Lugo, Noah Cameron, and Stephen Kolek.
Yeah. And right now,
Avila? Yeah.
As of right now. And that'll change, obviously. I mean, it should change. But if you want to compete, you can't compete with that rotation. Michael Wacha cannot be your one. Sorry, I know he's having a really nice season. Seth Lugo cannot be your two. He's not having a nice season. I mean, he's fine. He's not terrible. He's just not great. Stephen Kolek, I don't think we know what he is. Yeah, I mean, he's put up some really strong numbers, but he can't be your ace. Noah Cameron can't be your three. I mean, it's just that every one of those guys has to be knocked down 2 spots, and there's 5 of them. So
the Noah Cameron part is also a part that
it's concerning.
Puts some water on the fire because he's regressed again. It was like, okay, we fixed it. Well, not now.
No.
So what is the problem now? I think they will eventually get it, but it's holding him in the 4-5 range.
Which I think is where he always was.
Yeah. But I think he was showing
3 potentially. Yeah, for sure.
So, but I understand that, like, well, how would we do this? I don't know. I mean, I guess Alec Marsh has done, like, when he says that, pretty much tells us no Reagans.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows if he'll ever pitch?
Right.
That's where I'm at. No Marsh, who's been out for 2 years now.
Yeah.
Right. And so it might be time to go ahead and just do a settlement and walk away.
Yeah.
Like, why are you going to go to any arbitration eligible?
He would be, yeah, because he had the full big league service time last year
and this year,
which puts him at 3+. So yeah, I would be very surprised if he's taking up. Well, he's not taking up a 40-man spot because he's on the 60-day, but I'd be very surprised if he's...
Yeah, he's ARB1 next year.
And then they also have, I mean, another guy you can't count on, John Means, which, when's the last time he pitched? 23?
But I'm just talking about the starting rotation.
Well, even as a starter, I mean, John Means, if they're paying him to rehab this year.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I was thinking of Nick Mears.
Oh, Nick Mears, yeah.
Yeah.
You can't count on any of them. And so if you want to compete, and this is where JJ's coming from, if he's not going to trade a starter, you got to get 2 guys at least. I think, look, if Michael Wacha is your 3, Seth Lugo is your 4, and one of Cameron or Kolek is your 5, and reasonably, not just because you nominally named somebody your 1 and 2, okay, now you're talking. And you've got the depth of Cameron or Kolek also behind them. But the rotation, as it stands right now in 2027, is a last place rotation. maybe a fourth place. Like I could see that. I could see a world, but it's not a playoff rotation for sure.
I just I think you're taking a very glass half full look at
Sure.
your club if you're not willing to trade Michael Walker.
And I, like I said, I reached out. A few people said I don't know that they're not willing to trade him. I think they're willing. They don't want to say they're willing to trade. It's leverage. I don't know why, but
Well, I understand, but part of it is like, when the statement is made that, okay, if we move one of our starters, then we got to replace them. Yeah, it's called the off season.
Yeah.
It's
the
called
trade
small
deadline.
market baseball. I mean,
they got 2 starters last year in one deal. And one of them got hurt, but they did off season shopping last year at the deadline.
I'm with you, and I think that's my frustration in hearing that we can't move one of the starters, whether it's valid. I don't like. Let me ask you this: will they move Walker or Lugo?
No.
Okay, so
I
we can
think
talk
they
about that. They will listen.
Yeah.
But what they're going to want is something that's so ridiculous. They're going to want somebody who's already starting in the big leagues right now. Which why would you?
Right.
Why are they calling you if they're willing to
Right.
give you someone who's already starting in the big leagues?
But I do think it's interesting. The Lugo, I don't think has a lot of value right now. I'm fine with not trading them because paying $23 million to put up a 4.5 ERA? You can sign that in mid-March. So that by the way, that's a mistake they've made.
Which is the reason if you trade Michael Walker, you can sign that.
Right, for sure. I'm wondering though, but at the deadline, who's the second best starter available? Is it Michael Walker? If he's available, I mean, it's Tarek Skubal, and I guess maybe Casey Mize. Maybe you go to the Tigers rotation, and that's number 2. But is Michael Walker the third best? And if so, if they are asking for the moon, there's a chance they get it, and they have to be willing to say yes if they do. And I think they are, but I'm not sure that. I think they'd be willing to say yes to the Moon Plus, and they're not going to get the Moon Plus. They're just going to get the Moon, which I think they have to say yes if they get that offer.
I do too. We're talking to David Lesky. We'll take a break here. We'll come back. We'll talk more about the Royals, what they're going to be next year. You can read David's great work at Inside the Crown. More with Lesky next here in the program. Lesky's here from Inside the Crown. You can read his great work. If you're a Royals fan, you're going to love his newsletter, Inside the Crown. He and I also do our Kaufman Corner podcast Sunday nights at 9 p. We'd certainly enjoy it if you joined us for that. 913-381-810 is the phone number that will do you no good right now. That's called a habit there because the phone lines are not open since we're talking to David Lesky right now. Not that we couldn't take some calls. We take questions on the podcast.
Sure.
But
Sometimes we start at 9:13 also.
yeah, when Twitter decides
Yeah.
to dump me on Safari. By the way, technology's a gem. Let me just add, you want another gem? Apple can bite it. You know who else can bite it? Oakley. Fly and bite. Pay what do you pay for glasses now with bifocals when you're an old fart? $1,200, $1,300, $1,400? See that? Right there?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. Well, you pay that kind of money for a pair of glasses. They're definitely going to give you the rubber thing.
Sure, they'll play $800, right?
$10.
Oh, good Lord.
Your product
I
failed.
mean, you're going to pay it, but
Yeah.
come on.
Called Oakley, and they're like, yeah, no. Not going to give you a squat. I'm like, okay. I'm not going to buy your product anymore either.
We're going to spend that $10. Good for them.
Yeah.
Good for you, Oakley.
Yeah. Thank you. I'll try some of the other companies out there. All right. So let's talk a little bit about the positives, the reason to believe. Carter Jensen, what is he? Is this a 25 home run a year guy?
He sure looks
20,
like it.
18?
I mean, here's the catchers.
Because usually catchers, the offenses, there aren't many Mike Piazzas.
No.
They usually show some fire, and all fantasy players can tell you this. They show some life. When you bid on them for a year or two, maybe you get them, but then by the third time somebody bids big bucks on them,
Look,
they're a
Cal
glove
Raleigh
only
this year.
guy.
I mean,
Yeah.
And catchers, I think, are prone to down seasons for wear and tear reasons, of course. They're prone to down second halves for wear and tear reasons. I mean, I think about what year was that John Buck had 16 homers in the first half, ended with 18.
Yeah.
You watch him and you're like, oh, they have a 30 home run bat. Okay. And he had 2 the rest of the year, whatever it was. So I think that there's risk there. But he sure looks the part. I mean, the power's real. The power is easy power. It's not, you watch some guys hit the ball 450 feet or 400 feet and you're like, oh, they put everything they have into that swing. Every ounce in that swing.
That's not him.
He doesn't do it. I mean, it's
Vinny.
Vinny's power is he is maxed out.
Yes.
And good for him. I mean, good for him. Well, last year that he did it. But
Some guys can max out and they don't have the ball for him.
right, yeah. I mean, Tyler Tolbert hit a ball as far as he's ever hit it, and it went to the warning track, which great.
Yeah.
Good job, Tyler. But it's easy power. He sees the ball well. He doesn't chase. He's chased more. I think he's learning the majors a little bit and adjusting on the fly. But I buy it. I buy. I don't know that I don't buy. He's 330 last year or whatever it was in his September call up. No, we talked about it. But I think 270, 275, 350 on base, 25 home runs,
350 on bases and 20 plus homers is amazing from behind the dish.
And he's gotten better.
Is it enough to take him out from behind the dish? I mean, they should be moving Mitchell and Ramirez
Right now,
pretty soon
so
on up to Double-A,
Yeah.
which would put them then within striking distance of being in the big league sometime next year. So if they finish okay in Double-A this year. So is that the plan? Does he hit well enough that you'd say, okay, let's try him in the outfield? I mean, by the way, I just threw up a little bit in my mouth.
I wanted to know who was sitting there, who's wearing the surrender.
Well, I mean, I don't like saying it because I think I'd like them to know what they have before he gets to the big leagues and go the bat's too valuable. We're getting him out behind the dish.
I think it's possible.
Or trade him as a big hitting catcher.
Sure, which is I don't think they'll trade him. It's just not it's not in their blood to do that with a local guy who's made it and succeeded at this point. Which I see both sides. I really do. I think Blake Mitchell is probably more likely to be traded than Jensen. I don't know what his value is right now. I if you talk about the Royals at the deadline and say, okay, they're selling the big league, but they are buying for the future too. And sometimes you make an offseason move in July. or August, I guess, in this year, August 3rd. Maybe Blake Mitchell is part of that deal to bring back a pitcher who's got 3 years of control. Okay, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with buying if that's the buy, because you're getting a guy that doesn't just help next year. It's the year after that and the year after that. The problem with moving either Jensen or Ramirez out from behind the plate is or Mitchell or Ramirez. Jensen has some speed. He could move. He could play.
Yeah, that's
outfield.
you've talked about. He's 60+ percentile.
Yeah,
he's an above average runner.
He's
not for catchers.
General. He's
general.
in line with Garcia and Isbell, and Isbell not right now, but he's the one who could move as far as foot speed goes. Mitchell's slow. Ramirez is slow. I mean, one of those guys could play first base, sure, but you're moving into a different logjam then, and an easier to find position too. So, I suppose they could move Jensen to the outfield and see what happens, and if they do, and they do it in the offseason, I'd at least be curious, because I think he could succeed. Nobody wants this comparison, but MJ Melendez was athletic too, and he turned himself into a serviceable outfielder, bad but serviceable, without much training. But I tend to think one of the two soon-to-be Double-A catchers is probably traded.
I think so as well. I think that's probably their plan because of the local aspect for one, like you mentioned with him. But they just that is one of the things that I'm going to have to see them get away from the we love our guys, so they're all untouchable.
Right. They've got to move somebody.
They got to move somebody who's good.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I don't. It seems like they forgot that moving Will Myers and Jake Odorizzi were giant parts of the plan, and that seems to be what they're willing to do. Is just handle the we'll trade our minor guys.
Yeah,
but once you get to the big leagues, no,
you're never going anywhere, which they can't do. And the only guy they've done that with is two, Brady Singer, who I don't think they liked.
Yeah, I agree.
and Freddie Fermin, who they loved, but they saw Carter Jensen coming, and they had a very big need for starting pitching, and that was a great trade. I don't think the Padres are terribly upset about it, but it was a great trade for the Royals. So those are the only two they've moved. Unless I'm blanking on somebody in an actual deal that actually meant something. You're right. They don't move guys once they get to the big leagues.
That's frustration.
It is.
And I would like to think that they will grow beyond that.
This offseason is going to be really interesting to me, because I understand going into this season and saying, well, we can't trade Vinny because he's a part of this core that has won for 2 years in a row. That is what we saw what the offense did when he went out in 2024. He is so important to this lineup, this clubhouse, all that. They're not winning. He's not hitting. He wasn't hitting. He was coming around, but he wasn't hitting. This is he to me is a litmus test. I'm not saying you have to trade a guy, and I will never say you have to trade somebody unless they're a pending free agent at the deadline. You're 15 games under, like now. But in the offseason, you don't have to trade anybody. But if you have to be more than just willing to move a guy, you've got to be trying to put together a deal for guys, I think. And if they don't come together, okay, that's fine. But you've got to be willing to make the roster fit better. And Vinny Pasquantino to me is a litmus test of if they're willing to do that.
Yeah, I don't know. The problem is you might not be able to trade Vinny until he gets out there and proves that he can hit.
Right. Well, and that's the hope that he comes back.
Hit with power, which is unlikely to happen this year with the hammock bone. And I also feel like he's going to rush himself back, and so it's going to be even.
They're going on a rehab assignment next week.
I know,
which is wild.
I'm like, okay, I guess,
yeah.
But he better come back and hit.
Well, and
if he doesn't hit, you're like, well, he came back quick. I know.
Yeah,
we're saying it now. So why did you do it?
You didn't have to bring him back. Look.
He's racing back to do what?
This is a much bigger topic.
To not be as good as he would like to be.
We need to talk about the training staff at some point, because woof.
In what way?
I mean, some of these deals with Garcia not going on the IL for weeks, hamstring and hand and all that.
Yeah.
Why? Just put him on the IL. And I get it. You don't have depth.
Witt basically
Witt.
means
And I get Witt a
maybe
little bit
better,
more.
but still.
I get him a little bit more
They
because he's
gambled and
Bobby
lost.
Witt. But why? That doesn't make sense. Let him
Why
go
with
for-
the record you have?
Right.
I don't care what you bring up.
And
It's like they're trying to avoid the 100 losses.
right, which who cares?
At the expense of damaging the players that you're building on for the future.
And like I get rushing. Okay, you want to rush Kyle Isbell back and showcase him. Teams were interested in Isbell last year. I'm fine with that.
Well, I don't know that they're rushing him back. He's been out all year.
Isbell's only been out for a little bit longer than Vinny.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Is that right?
It was early June.
Feels to
right?
me like Kyle Isbell's been out for like
no
6 weeks.
It does feel. It was like it's getting up on. It was early June, I think.
June 9th was his last game.
June
Really?
9th. It wasn't even early June.
Yeah, June 9th.
Freaking
I-
dude.
I
God,
have-
time does not move fast when your team blows.
I am owed an apology, sir.
No, you're 100% right. I do apologize. You're 100%. It feels like it's been months.
It does. But I'm okay with getting him back because if a team wants a fourth outfielder, trade Kyle Isbell.
Well, they're not going to trade him because who's going to play center?
John
Even
Rafe.
though they've just existed without him all this
Right,
time.
that's a good
Oh,
true.
if we move him, we got to replace him.
You could bring up.
I know.
Oh, there he did. And they clearly don't like playing Cameron Meisner, which I understand why. We've seen some of that, but
Yeah.
I'm okay if you want to say, hey, we're going to showcase this guy because again, there was interest last year in Kyle Isbell. We talked about it a lot last year, but yeah, I don't really understand what they're doing medically. And I'm not.
I never know what they're doing back there.
What are they doing? I'm clearly not a doctor. I watch Scrubs. That's the medical show I watch. So, I'm told I should watch The Pit. I will. At some
You
point.
should watch the pitch.
I will at some point.
Tremendous.
I promise. I'll get there. But, it does feel like, hey, let's take it. Let's not be so cavalier with these people's health, and let's give them, a little time. And I don't even care. People, Chris Bubich. Oh, he's hurt again after. Okay, I don't think that's the training staff's fault. I think he's just not recovering from throwing. That doesn't bother. I mean, it bothers me, but that doesn't bother me from a training. But like, there's a lot of things that have happened this year that you're like, is something happening? Are you doing something wrong, or is it just a regular season that sometimes injuries happen and this is more than we've seen in the past? Because last year it was only pitching, really. This year it's everything.
Yeah.
I was standing in the clubhouse Tuesday night, and as we're listening to Carter Jensen talk, I was just looking around and seeing the players in the locker room. I'm like, IL, IL,
Well,
IL.
It's extensive.
IL.
Watch the
It's like,
video.
oh my
watch
God.
the video before lineups.
It's crazy.
I was sitting there the other night, and I went hurt. Not on the IL, but hurt. Oh, he's playing. Hurt.
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
Garcia.
The surprise is the guy
Vinny.
who's playing.
Is that guy? No, he's hurt too.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, damn, forgot about him.
Oh, he's playing
He's
hurt. Okay. Yeah.
Guy walks out of the shower, hurt.
Well, but the four pitchers we mentioned to start, and the bullpen next year would be, it's got more pieces than you think because Alex Lang they control.
Mhm.
That was one of the ones I was forgetting that when I went through the contracts, I'm like, okay, they have control.
They
of
have
him.
one more year, right?
They have ARB 2 and 3.
Oh, so two.
Oh
more
no
years.
no, yeah, ARB 2 and 3.
Okay, so 2 more years. Okay.
So 2 more years. Lang, they have 3 years of arbitration with Urseg. I mean, we assume he can get back on track, right? We want to believe he can get back on track. But, the guys that are gone are Strom. I mean, if you here are the guys they control. Let's just do this real quick. I'll shotgun down their payroll. Bobby Witt, Seth Lugo, Michael Wacha, Salvador Perez, Michael Massey, Daniel Lynch, Alex Lang, Lucas Urseg, Noah Cameron, Isaac Collins, Jack Caglione, Carter Jensen, Nick Lofton, Luinder Avila, Tyler Tolbert, Steven Cruz, Beck Way, Josh Rojas, Cameron Meisner, John Rave. No, Rojas, they don't.
No, he'll
They don't.
Well,
Because he's 32. He's beyond.
oh, that's right.
yeah.
So there is because he won't get to 6 years, but
Yeah. And then they don't control Dobnak.
Well,
On the hurt list,
forget
they
it then.
control Michael Garcia. There is is it a mutual option on Estevez? Club
no, it's a
option
club option.
on Estevez, which presumably coming off being hurt all year. You're not picking that up. Jonathan India, Oh, no, he's gone. I'm sorry. Bubic is gone. Pasquantino, Cole Reagans, Kyle Isbell, Nick Mears, James MacArthur, Alec Marsh, and Connor Siebold. Those are the people you control and your minor leagues.
Yeah.
The uncontrolled, Matt Strom, Lane Thomas, John Schreiber, Starling Marte,
Bubic.
Jose Cuas,
Oh.
Josh Rojas, Randy Dobnak, Jonathan India, Chris Bubic, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's who's leaving.
If it's me, I'm putting Steven Cruz and Beckway in the 8th and 9th innings. I don't care what order, and just seeing if they can do it. Just see what's the difference. Blow a game, okay? I don't care. You're already losing.
I think you'd still kind of like to know Alex Lang's for real.
Alex Lang, sure. I mean, and look, if you can make it, if you can determine that Beckway and Steven Cruz are for real, which I don't know, I think they look at times and don't at times, and you get Lucas.
The don't. I'm heavy on the don't on Cruz.
Yeah, but this I will say this year's different. He's actually getting strikeouts this year, at least, which is
What
interesting.
was it Danny said? I mean, he comes into the game, just forget it. Just turn it off.
He had a really good. He had a great June though, at least, and I think that's look. I also think if you find out he can't do it, that's useful at least too. But if you go into next year and you can say, okay, we fixed Lucas Urseg, we have Beckway and Steven Cruz, and again, I'm just saying if you do, you start to look. Okay, we've got 4 guys. I got to find 4 more, and then 4 more depth too. But it's doable. I mean, JJ said it. They got to rebuild the bullpen, and I think they're going to rebuild it differently.
How are they going to do that? How are they going to rebuild the bullpen? I mean, the pieces that are useful or have been useful at one point are Lang.
Mhm.
I'm taking Estevez out of it.
Sure.
Lang, Urseg, Lynch, you're not paying Strom.
No.
Here ended the list.
Yeah. I think, like, if I still don't think Avila's a starter. So if you can get him to the bullpen,
Well,
which
which
right now
means-
he's not.
Yeah.
Right now he's a starter. That helps too. I wrote this a couple weeks ago.
They do have a bunch of money coming off the books.
They're going to have,
But like if you start buying relievers, they're expensive
They do
and
get
they
expensive.
blow up.
they get pricey, but they're going to have.
Like they have to
50,
get to the
60
point where
million.
they're developing relievers, and the relievers are coming from the system. The relievers are guys that there aren't enough spots for people to start, so you don't have enough of a repertoire. You're going into the bullpen, and they should be feeding a variety of different looks and arms and a lot of power coming out of that system all the time.
Well, and that's
Herrera.
why
Holland,
Yeah.
Hochevar.
every
Davis
I-
wasn't, but
I wrote this a
3 of
while
them were.
ago. Every trade they make, attach a double-A guy who throws 100 to it. I don't care if he can throw strikes. Just get 7 guys who throw 100 and see if you can make 2 of them stick. Like just get one every single trade. And I don't care if he's highly regarded or if he's got 37 walks to 12 strikeouts in 16 innings.
Because to not be able to strike guys out of the back of a bullpen in 2026
It's brutal.
is like
It's killing them.
it's like not having a running game in football in
Yes.
1975, or a Big 8 football team
Right,
in the
yeah.
70s not being able to run the
or
ball.
current
Or
Big
a
Ten
coach standing afterwards going, we're not wasting our time shooting threes.
Yes.
You know
I
how
want
far
15
that
foot-
is
I want 15
in
foot
modern
jumpers.
basketball.
18-foot
It's
jumpers.
ridiculous. So go get guys who can just throw smoke. And if you fix them, great. If you don't, they're an add-in. No big deal.
Yeah.
Get as many of those
Lottery
guys as
tickets.
you can. Yep.
Yeah, I would agree. All right. Well, 10 games before the All-Star break. And then what do
And
we
then a sweet 4 days
and
off.
in the midst of that All-Star break, we get the draft too, right?
Yeah, a week from Saturday.
Yeah. So there we go.
Yep.
Looking forward to it. David, great stuff as always. We encourage everybody to go to Inside the Crown. David Lesky's great writing. Appreciate it. We will talk with you next week, my friend.
Thanks, guys.
There he goes, David Lesky. Peter 18, Todd Lebo coming up next. We'll play a little There Can Be Only One and Stump the Chumps.
All right, since the end of the 1985 season, how many times have the Royals won 20 games in a calendar month? Brought to you by Twin Peaks. Oh, we're
Got a little money.
Let's do this.
we're having too much fun.
How come somebody didn't say, "Hey, let's go"?
None of us were wearing headsets.
How you doing in there,
It's all
Kyle?
You know, there really should be a longer music.
My
bed on
frantic
that.
waving.
I put in.
I wasn't looking.
Yeah, I can't see it. I put on my headphones and I hear
Bang on the window. You know,
What's
like
the
you
intern doing
like
in
you
there?
like you do at the primate, exhibit at the zoo.
All right.
Bang on the window.
I'll add that to the toolbox.
Yeah. Good times. Good times. Petro Siebel Collier, it is time for a little There Can Be Only One. We'll play Stuff the Chumps in a minute. We're joined by Todd Lebo and Peter Yates Enoch. Gentlemen, how are you?
Good.
I'm doing
Good
great.
deal, yeah. It's always a great time of the year. I think back about the old days in Estes Park, and the Kiwanis Club came down one time. It was my second year in Estes. I was tending bar, and they said, would you and one of your buddies here at the bar, would you guys be in charge of the fireworks display for
First
the
of all,
tourists?
these people didn't know you, did they? If they made this request?
No, they didn't. I'd served them drinks, but they didn't know me, and they said, "Would you, help out and do the tourist deal down by the Lake Estes and fire off some fireworks?" I said, "Well, sure, be happy to." So we get down there, and there's this big long, I think it's still there too. This big long, I guess, scaffold or dock or whatever you'd call it, going out in the lake, and walked by the box there where all the fireworks were, and my cigarette fell in there.
Oops.
And that was the display.
Went a little early.
Yeah, that was the display, and the tourists weren't that happy.
Really?
That was
Why'd the
So
finale
what time?
go first?
Was it dark?
it was dark.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
Okay,
okay.
so
yeah.
at least they got a little
Oh
bit of a
yeah,
show.
they got to see. Yeah, it was nice, but
Did they
anyway,
pay
back-
extra to see the guy running with his pants on fire? You?
no, I. God, I
Accidents
can't
happen,
believe it.
buddy.
Yeah, that was a tough one. But,
That was the
that
best
was
of 'em.
that was the good old days.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure they probably still tell stories about that at Estes Park.
They
We
probably
had this one bartender.
This guy dropped a cigarette ash right into fireworks.
And back then, I bet they probably spent what $100, $150
yeah,
on
that's
all the
big dollars.
fireworks.
Yeah.
And that was a lot of money back then. And damn, they went fast.
Yeah, they do when you put them all together and then light all the wicks at
It's a
once.
new way to
Yeah.
do it. Finale first.
So how you guys doing today? Everybody
Good.
all right?
Good.
By the way, just off of that, I thought this happened in San Diego about 10 years ago, 2012. They have the Big Bay Boom. Supposed to be 17 to 20-minute fireworks display, and they all went off at the exact same time. So 20 minutes worth of fireworks, or 15 to 20 minutes worth of fireworks, all went off within about 30 seconds.
I bet it was a scene, though.
Up in the air at
Yep.
once.
Yep.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
but that was beautiful.
I bet people went, I think this is historic.
Grand opening, grand closing.
Grand close.
All at once.
There's some pictures of it. It just
Grand
looks
opening, grand
ridiculous.
finale. There it is.
Okay.
You
Impressive.
boys got big,
Let's
big
go,
plans
Timmy.
for the 4th?
No.
No.
Maybe
No M80s?
maybe no.
Oh, boy,
No.
I love the M80s.
Oh, I do too. Then I got kids.
Well,
I got a
that's true.
family.
That's
I got girls.
I
had
got
boys,
a
I'm
feeling
sure
one of
we'd-
those girls might like M80s. I'm
He's
not
also
sure.
president of the
Let me see.
HOA. You got to watch it over there.
Well, that's
Yeah,
true.
we ain't doing
well,
that.
that's true.
Problem.
Yeah, Prez can't do
You
that.
know, I'll be riding around, looking to bust some people.
Do you have a golf? You have a
Not at
golf
all.
You got
cart?
your book of
you have a
citations
cart?
out.
I don't. There are some people in the neighborhood. There are several people in the neighborhood who
You
do.
really should have a golf cart,
Is
What
it
for?
legal
I
under
don't
the
play golf.
bylaws?
so you can go around and
well, they
judge
they
people.
have there's some that I see that have a license plate,
Okay.
so somehow they're legal on the roads, and then they go. There are a couple different golf courses that are pretty close
Right,
by,
yeah,
so they
yeah.
ride over to the.
You
We're
gotta
not
have
we're
one.
not a golf community, but there are two that are close by.
enough.
So
You can get
If I
to.
started a fund, would you if we got you a golf cart, would you use it?
oh God, yes.
Of course he would. He
You
would
gonna
get
give
it
me a
souped
free
up.
golf cart?
He'd take the governor
Sure.
off
That,
of
that
it,
was
do
in my
all of it.
contract out the Woodlands. I got to have a golf cart
Oh,
out there.
Of course.
Are you kidding me?
Got to
the way
have
you
a
were doing
golf
business.
cart.
You,
place.
By the way,
the military approach of walk fast and look worried, drive
Oh,
fast and
boy,
look
I
worried
tell
makes you
I
even.
did. And the,
even
and
more
the longer I
untouchable.
was there, the more worried I got.
forecast for Saturday: partly sunny and very warm, dangerously hot for outdoor holiday festivities. High 94, heat index 106.
It's not so bad.
By the way,
No.
when did we get to dangerously hot at 94. Have they
Yeah, I
not?
know
I
that's
think it's
new.
I think it's the 106 heat index.
Yeah,
they're
well,
Well,
going
yeah,
with.
I'm sure.
94 is
I'm not
nothing.
saying it's going to be
Yeah.
cool or anything, but we've seen like 104 around
Yeah.
here. I mean,
Take
Yeah.
us back to 1980,
It says,
baby.
Stay
Well,
hydrated.
kids still like
thank you.
fireworks, don't they? I mean,
Sure
they
they
like
do.
Oh, yeah.
they like
Oh,
explosions.
of
Yeah.
course they do.
We're
Look forward to 15 news segments about reminding people to stay hydrated.
Yeah.
Drink lots of water.
Let's go live to the airport where they're staying hydrated.
Yes.
I've just given you every newscast that'll happen
Drive-
on an
drive
uneventful
safely.
4th of July.
How
Let's
do-
see how the planes are coming in. Look, they're still coming in, but they're serving water on those planes.
Yeah.
It's hot.
Well,
Or
I-
the first time there's snow, be sure and leave some extra time and drive slowly.
There, the match tomorrow night. It's going to be hot. That will be a deserved hydration break.
Finally.
Finally,
The first,
Finally.
the
Finally.
first one.
Yeah. All right, are we ready?
made it. Yeah.
Let's start right there then.
Oh yeah.
By the way, Kyle, you got to get me everyone else's answers from last week. All I have on my sheet are mine.
Got 'em
I've
all
got
right.
them. I'll email them to you now.
We got them all right.
Okay, wait,
I
you
think I
did
got 'em
not.
all right.
You got nothing right, Todd. You had nothing right. You
Nailed it.
How much did you pay for
Who
that?
won last week? That was who
Uh,
won?
There was
on
no winning
chumps?
on.
Not on there can be only one.
Oh,
but,
I won the chumps.
Did
Todd
you
won
win
the
it?
chumps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we all got Bob
I
Feller right.
earned 2,200
Yeah, you
last
did.
week and still got third.
Good for third place.
Jeez.
Wow.
I know it. I mean,
Final
I
chumps
earned
was Bob Feller.
2,200. Yeah, the answer was
His
Bob
hated
Feller.
rival.
What was the question? What's on the Luby's
Biggest-
menu?
Pitched the
Biggest
no-hitter in
jerk in-
1940
There's
opening day.
opening day no hitter.
That was duck soup.
Okay.
That was
Biggest jerk in baseball history.
I mean, Feller told me about that. I already knew about it, but he certainly told me about it.
Yeah. All right. How far does the U.S. men's national team go in the World Cup? Last week, I don't know who started first. Do you know?
I think I did.
I think I might have started.
Did you? Bert?
Because I was in the
Todd
captain's
started
chair.
first.
Okay. It looks like I'll just put us back on track with me because I would be up. So I will go first. I've said all along 8. I'm going to take him to the round of 8.
Got them beating Belgium.
Yep. Curtis,
Uh,
they done? They moving on?
moving on.
They're going to kick
round of
Spain's
eight.
ass. Spain's narrowly hanging on by the seat of their pants to a 1-0 lead here in the 47th minute. Where are you going?
I'll say round of 8.
Round of 8. Elite 8 for Curtis. Lebo.
I don't like Balogun being out Monday, but I think Belgium was dead on the water. They found some good stuff late yesterday and got a nice whistle themselves to win. So I'll take 8. Spain will be tough after that, but I'll keep the USA spirit going.
Okay.
See if they
Pete?
find a way.
Belgium's good for food, but it's not good for this. No, it's the United States beats Belgium, and that's where it stops.
Stops right there. Lead 8. Okay. Kyle.
I'm going to stay consistent. I've got them Final Four.
Final 4.
Final
He
four.
said it. That's what he said. at the
Kyle's
beginning.
right.
Giving everybody else a chance to update their predictions. All right. Chris Jones this year. Got a lot of help.
Mm-hmm.
Around Chris Jones, there are now 2 other first-rounders, counting Felix Anudike-Uzama and George Karlaftis. I think Anudike-Uzama is going to make the team. There are second-rounders in R. Mason Thomas, high second, and Omar Norman Lott,
If he's healthy.
and a third-rounder in Ashton Gelati, plus a couple of bucks spent on a free agent in Tonga. So there's
Peter
more help
Woods,
around
first
him.
rounder.
Huh?
Peter
Pete Woods, yeah, first rounder.
rounder.
Oh, Peter Woods. That's
Yeah.
right. 3 first-rounders.
Yes, they're
3
everywhere.
first-rounders.
A lot of capital on that
Thank
line.
you. I knew I was missing
No
somebody
pun
there.
intended.
What are we thinking for sacks, Curtis?
I'm going to say 8.
I had my finger on 8. I do this. That's so milk toast. And I was like, "Where's milk
Oh,
toast?"
boy.
It's at 8. Here comes Curtis.
What's his number? 95, 9.5.
9.5 for Lebo. Pete.
9. I wanted 9.5, but 9.
Okay.
9 will do it. And that's good. That's a good year for him.
Kyle.
7.
7.
You know, I got a guy who emails me all the time telling me about, I don't know why you hate Chris Jones. You always see Chris Jones. I'm like, I don't hate Chris Jones. I like Chris Jones. I just don't think he's worth the money they're giving him to get 6 sacks. But I think with the help, it's going to be there. I'm going to give him 10. I'm going to
10.
put me on top. Give me 10. So just stop with the emailing. I'm not. Email one of these guys. Email
Kyle.
7-sack Kyle.
Yeah. It's Kyle at 810WHB.com.
Kyle is the new Chris Jones hater in this town.
He's
I just
got
picked
time
him
he
for
got
10.
some emails from people saying, I don't like your take.
32 years old tomorrow. He will turn.
Not Kyle. Chris Jones.
No,
He's still young.
Chris Jones. I think there's always kind of that one bounce back 30-something good season. I think that's coming for Chris Jones next year. All right, let's go next
Time
to
to re-sign him after that.
Lebo. Yeah, let's do a new deal.
He's like Art Donovan.
What position will the Royals draft with the number 6 overall pick, Todd?
God.
Have you been scouring the draft,
no, I
Todd?
haven't. I'm guessing shortstop, center field, or pitcher. Let's go starting pitcher.
That's the easiest way to go.
Yeah.
Let me see
Need more of them.
I'll give you the latest. I don't want his top 100. I want Keith's mock. Where's Keith's mock? Here it is.
Keith Smart.
No, Keith. I want to keep the Keith Law mock
Law
draft. I can just have to do because I like him the best. 2026 Major League Baseball mock draft. I'll give you at least somebody's. ESPN. Here we go. We'll take ESPN's. That's usually Kylie McDaniel, right? He comes on the zone. He does a great job. It is Kylie McDaniel. He has the Royals taking center fielder Eric Booth
Boothie.
from Oak Grove High School.
Booth.
The two in
Grove,
front of him
Missouri?
are a right-hand
some other
pitcher,
Oak
a
Grove?
shortstop. Several after him are a center fielder, shortstop, and catcher
It's not Oak Grove, Missouri, is it?
from
Mississippi.
Oak Grove,
Okay,
Mississippi.
all right, okay. I'll stick with the pitcher.
Okay, so you're going to go starting pitcher for Lebo.
Well, he'll
All right.
end up being a reliever, but yes.
Okay, all right. So just pitcher. You
Yeah.
go starting pitcher.
I'll go starting pitcher.
because they can't take a reliever.
They can.
Pete.
They don't need another. Please don't get another catcher, for God's sake. Please not. Let's shore up the right side of that infield right there. Take a second baseman.
Okay, he's going to go second base. Kyle.
I think this is outfield all the way.
Just outfield.
Center field.
Go center field. I think they pretty much everybody going
And
up
they'll
high
move him
would
to
be a
right.
center field. Yeah,
Won't quite be able to do it.
center field. They'll move him to catcher. I will go center field as well. I think it's going to be an outfielder. Curtis,
Center field. Damn, I thought I'd be the first one to pop off center field, but
put me in, coach.
Yep.
All right. Who wins more games next year? The Boston Celtics or the Philadelphia 76ers? They just did their
What a
Jalen Brown
trade.
for Paul George swap. We start with was Pete on that one, right? So we go to Kyle. No, it's me, then Curtis and Lebo. You were first, so it's Pete.
Well, I mean, God, this is going to be something right here. That trade right there, the Celtics got a lot of stuff for it. I don't know if it's any good or not, but
They got the lesser player.
Yeah, they did. But that's
The older, lesser player with
that's
a
a
burst
heavy
contract,
draft,
right?
They're in pretty good
Yes.
shape. They get two
Trifecta.
first rounders.
They did get 2 first rounders.
Well,
Yes.
I'm gonna just because Joel Embiid will not. By the time they play postseason, he won't be playing. He'll be hurt. So I'll take the Celtics.
So take the Celtics.
Yeah.
Okay, Kyle.
I'm going to go Philly.
Sixers. Jalen Brown's really good.
Yeah.
But
It's a weird trade.
how's Tyrese Maxey and him going to play together?
Who
I
knows?
mean, they've got some good pieces there. I'm not
They
sure
do.
how it's going to fit. Everyone's questioning the Celtics. The Sixers. The Celtics are the better organization. Jason Tatum ended up having to sit after coming back pretty early from that Achilles. I'll take the better organization. Give me the Celtics. Curtis.
same. No matter what Philadelphia does, they can't quite seem to figure out the combination to the lock. I like Boston.
Lebo.
I like Boston, too. They were 11 games better last year. I don't think it's going to be that much of a difference. Tatum barely played to the end. I'll take Boston, but I still think the trade's dumb.
How many pitching?
Check me in 2 years
Okay.
on that one. You know what I mean?
How many pitching wins will lead the major leagues this year? Right now,
Remember that
Aaron Ashby has 12.
12?
Sanchez with the Phillies and Robleski with the Dodgers have 10.
And Sanchez went forever without giving up a run. He's just got 10 wins.
Yes, he's got 10 wins. Kyle, just the number, not who.
19.
19 says Kyle. Let's go 20. I'll go 20. Curtis?
20.
20.
Thought about 21.
Have you
No,
had a
20.
unique answer yet?
It's hard on these. This
no.
is only,
Okay.
Is that the goal?
He's not going to choose 38.
You actually do. You 8 was unique on the sacks. Todd?
Someone's already got 12. Who's that guy with 12?
Aaron Ashby of the Milwaukee Brewers.
What'd you say? 20? I'm gonna go less
Curtis,
than you.
you said what?
I'm gonna go 19.
19. Okay. Pete,
Can't say
Closest
19 and a half.
Soren question for you, closest to 300 right now.
right, active.
Yeah.
Justin
Justin
Verlander,
Verlander. That's been the answer.
He needs
forever.
about, what, 30?
34.
Yeah,
All he's got
maybe
to
was
pitch
gonna
is
take-
12.
maybe a
I
little
think he's
14 more years.
266. I think he's
All right.
266 right now.
Okay, with that in mind, I'll take 18.
Okay. Seemed to be
Sure.
not related at all, but
Sure.
okay.
No, no. You're exactly right. With that in mind.
What is the farthest the Miami Heat go in the playoffs with Giannis on their team? I am going to put them in the Celtics. Who else came out of who was in the East? The Knicks. The Knicks aren't going to be around forever.
Yeah.
No.
Pistons were a
Cleveland.
paper 1 seed.
I'm going to put conference finals. I don't know that they can put enough around to get to the NBA finals. Conference finals. Curtis?
conference semis.
Semis.
Okay. Lebo.
Let's get. He's a great player, and a new area for him. Let's get him to the finals once.
NBA finals. So not champ, though, right?
No, not champ.
Okay. Pete.
All by himself. No finals, no nothing.
No playoffs at all.
Nope.
No playoffs.
Nope.
Does not make the playoffs at all.
Right.
Okay.
He can't carry it by himself. You know how I love the NBA.
I do. It's a passion. It's a
Yeah.
passion of yours.
That's,
Kyle?
If Alonzo Mourning's healthy, they got a chance down there in Miami.
They
Him
did,
and,
Glenn
him
Rice.
and Ronnie Cycli and
Yeah.
Sherm Douglas.
Glenn
They got a
Rice.
chance.
Yeah.
they did sign KU's Trey White, so give me the semis.
Conference semis.
Yeah.
Are you calling that KU's Trey White, not USC's Trey White, or
No, that's
Louisville's
Kansas'
Trey
Trey
White,
White. He
or-
finished at KU.
Wait, so conference semis means that's not the conference finals.
Before
Right.
those.
Yeah, okay. Let's make sure. All right. Jalen Watson led the Chiefs with 2 interceptions last year.
two?
Two.
God.
I'll take your word for it.
2. Who leads them in interceptions this year, Curtis?
I think I'm going to go with Delane. I think their teams are going to try to pick on him early. They'll learn, but I think they will go after him early, and he'll get a few, and then people will stop.
Okay. Todd Lebo.
Let's go Alohe Gilman with some
Okay.
safety picks, little tips and things like that.
Okay. The new
Safety
safety.
pick.
Pete.
Who's the new kid? Denzel Washington. I'll take. Who's the new kid from
Man-
LSU?
Mansour Delane.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to take him with 6.
Okay.
My
You're
man.
calling the number.
Okay.
Kyle.
Give me Jaden Kennedy.
No, it's give me a spelling. On the G.
Candy.
Jaden
Yes.
or Jay.
Jaden.
I got the Kennedy.
I
Part.
see Jadon.
My fault.
Canady.
Who's judging this?
On the
CAN.
spelling?
The Chiefs' website.
CAN what?
Canady.
That's what I had.
But it's Jado.
We just breezed by. Are you trying to make Kyle look bad? Why do you hate Kyle? Why do you try to make him look bad?
It's
Oh, boy.
VERLANDER.
It's
Verlander.
Okoye.
Ah.
It's pronounced Okoye.
There you go.
Krzyzewski.
Royals have 10 games left before the All-Star break. What's their record
God,
in
there's
those
still
10 games?
10 more?
Todd.
My God.
Tampa,
Philly
Philly for 3
at
here.
Baltimore.
Then they got to go to the Mets for 3 and 2 Baltimore for 3.
They'll win 3 games.
3 and 7.
3 and 7.
Okay.
Hopefully.
3 and 7. I'm going to put
That includes this one game tonight, too. Okay.
hopefully.
Yeah,
is
hopefully.
being quoted. Okay, Pete.
4 and 6, and Kyle Schwarber 4 home runs.
In which game?
Yeah.
Good job.
Kyle.
3 and 7 sweep the Mets.
Sweep the match.
Sweep the Mets and lose the rest. 4 and 6. 4 and 6.
Come on, K-Dog. 8 and 2.
I like 4 and 6. I think they'll do pretty well on that road trip. Comparatively.
Yeah, I was going to say. I'll say
Comparatively, I think
It's a
they're
great
gonna-
trip.
I think they're going to lose tonight. They're probably.
So what are they
going to
do? 4 and 2 on the trip and 0 and 4
No,
against.
I
Probably
think
so,
they're probably
yeah.
going to lose. Going to win one game the rest of this homestand, and they're going to win 3 of those
Okay.
6 on the road.
It's not
Okay.
bad.
There it is. Going to be only one right answer. We're going to go through some of the results because some of them are pretty comedic. We'll do that here one of these days coming up. We'll take a break. Time to play Stump the Chumps. It is it's an iconic tradition.
Yeah.
And it's brought to you by our friends at Big O Tires. Did you know that if you provide us with a final Chumps question, you get a free oil change? Did you know that, Todd?
I heard about it. You say
Yep.
it every week.
All from our friends.
Kyle at 810WHB.com.
All from send it to Kyle at 810WHB.com. Now you can take advantage of financing, all kinds of financing options for you at Big O Tires. They also have a free shuttle. That's right. Drop off, pick up. Big O Tires can take care of you. The summer is summer vacations are calling. You can be ready now through July. From July 6th to the 26th. You can get up to $200 off select sets of Michelin and BF Goodrich tires. $200 off sets of Michelin and BF Goodrich tires. That starts right after the 4th of July weekend, the 6th to the 26th. It's at Big O Tires, the team you trust.
The program with Soren Petro.
Oh, I hear the fat kid running. I bet it's hilarious.
Weekdays from 2 to 6 on Sports Radio 810 WHB.
All Weather Decks is Kansas City's best when it comes to building your outdoor living spaces. Why would you want a great outdoor living space? Well, to entertain family and friends. We had friends over last night as part of the soccer match. I had some little ones. They loved running around on the patio, hanging out there. They're playing tag and doing everything outside. If we didn't have that patio, they wouldn't be able to run around. They were eating their dinner out there. We didn't have to worry about, anything getting dropped on the floor because they were eating outside, and they loved it. They had a great time. We have a great time with our outdoor living space, and All Weather Decks gave us that outdoor living space. They're Kansas City's best when it comes to building decks, patios, screened-in porches. You name it, they build it. They build it better than anybody else. All Weather Decks is a 24-time winner of the Angie Super Service Award. They carry an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau, and they work all over the entire metro. Why wouldn't you go to All Weather Decks today, right? Get online at allweatherdecks.net. See photos of finished projects. See all the awards they've won. Even get a free estimate started online right now at allweatherdecks.net or call 913-206-1974. That's 913-206-1974. You can schedule your free consultation right now with All Weather Decks. Go online to allweatherdecks.net and relax.
Hi, this is Dr. John Doan from Discover Vision. If you've been told LASIK isn't right for you or think cataract surgery is your only option, there's more to know. Vision correction has advanced. At Discover Vision Centers, we offer options that can reduce dependence on readers and contacts and may even help you avoid future cataract surgery. Your eyes deserve a second look. Schedule your consultation today at discovervision.com/810sport to learn what's possible for you.
It's the 23rd annual Kansas City Zoo Run, and this
Yes, indeed. Stuff the Chumps brought to you by our friends at Big O Tires, the team you trust. You know, they want to keep you safe on the road, Big O Tires does. That's why with every single appointment, you get a multi-point inspection to make sure that your car is safe on the road. That's right. You can take advantage of that at Big O Tires, keeping you safe on the roads. 13 area locations, locally owned and operated. Find them online at bigotires.com. Send a Chumps question, final Chumps, to Kyle at a10whb.com. If we use it, you are going to get a free oil change at Big O Tires, the team you trust. Financing available for all budgets. Make sure you ask about that for qualified buyers. You're locally owned and operated, Big O Tires. Go see them today. Book your appointment at bigotires.com. Gentlemen, are we ready?
Totally ready.
You feeding?
Todd
looks hungry.
I'm starving.
Yeah.
Starving.
Yeah.
Starvin' Marvin.
I think so. I think you want the good one first, the easy one first.
Yeah. Confidence.
One with lots of answers.
Lots of answers. We need confidence.
I forgot to put what the heading was on this. I'm gonna have to look at it real quick. Okay, yes, I don't remember what it was. I didn't put a heading on it, but I know what it is. I'm just looking for. This is one where I feel like Lebo has given us a couple that really fattened us up. So you should fatten up on this.
You're looking at me?
Your skin and bones, Pete.
All of you.
Like Robert De Niro. You talking to me?
All of you. So here's what I'm asking you. All I want you to do is name anybody in the top 25 in Major League Baseball history for career strikeouts.
Oh,
Pitchers or bats?
Pitchers.
Oh, Lebo.
Curtis.
Oh, pitchers.
Lebo,
Enoch.
then Curtis, then Pete.
Nolan Ryan.
Nolan Ryan is
Enoch.
tops on that list. Curtis and then Pete.
Steve Carlton.
Lebo.
Steve Carlton is at number 4 on that list.
Curtis.
Pete.
Warren Spahn.
Warren Spahn is not on the list.
Isn't he really?
Nope.
Big
Gotta
unit.
be at like I think 25 is at
Enoch. Okay. Enoch.
Okay.
Randy Johnson.
Randy Johnson is number 2 on the
Enoch,
list.
yeah.
Yes. We're over to Curtis and then back to Pete.
Burt Blyleven.
Bert Blyleven is on that list. He's number
Lebo.
5. Pete and
Tom
then Todd.
Seaver.
Tom Seaver is number 6 on the list.
Kurt Schilling get there?
Kurt Schilling is on the list. He's number 17. Curtis and then
Lebo.
Enoch.
God, Jiminy Christmas. I just forgot the name. It's Frank Tanana.
Frank Tanana is not on the list. Pete and then Todd.
Cy Young.
Cy Young is 25th on the list. He's
Curtis.
the bottom guy at 2803.
Verlander.
Todd. Verlander is on that list. He's in the top 10. He is at
Enoch.
number 8.
Yeah.
Lebo.
We got, what do we got? Curtis,
Yeah.
Pete,
Curtis.
Todd.
Roger Clemens.
Oh, yeah.
I was
Clemens.
trying to think of it. I couldn't think of
Clemens
Roger
is number
Clemens.
3 on the list.
Wow.
Curtis, that's your 3rd. Okay.
Andy Pettit.
Andy Pettit is not on the list.
Scherzer there yet?
Max Scherzer is on the
Enoch.
list. He is at number 11. Back over to Pete.
Verlander.
Already been said. Anyone? Got
Lebo. Bob Gibson?
Bob Gibson is number 16 on that list. Todd.
Lebo.
Yes.
Drysdale?
Enoch.
Drysdale is not on the list.
Enoch.
Pete.
Feller.
Bob Feller is not on the list. That's 2 at least
No,
for
I
you.
got 3.
Anyone?
That's 3.
Was a former Royal.
Lebo. Gaylord
yeah.
Perry?
Gaylord Perry's on the list. There's
Wow.
another former Royal. I wasn't even thinking about him.
Lenny McDaniel.
Okay, the ones you
Who
did
said that
not
Royal?
get. Jim Bunning, Zach Greinke,
Grinky.
Ferguson Jenkins. That's why I went to 25 because I wanted to get
Jesus.
Greinke in there. Ferguson Jenkins, Walter Johnson, Clayton Kershaw, Mickey Lolich, Greg Maddux, Pedro Martinez, Mike Mussina, Phil Necro, CC Sabathia, John Smoltz, and Don Sutton.
I need to write my
Man.
names down better because I wrote Grinky and I didn't spell it well.
I got 3 for
I
K,
named-
7 for Todd, and 2 for Pete. Does that sound right?
3.
right, yeah.
I named 3 Hall of Famers, and none of them.
Nope.
And they all played quite a while too.
Yeah.
All right, there are 22 players on this list. These are players with at least 250 career home runs who have also played for the Royals.
Lebo.
Petro.
Enoch.
Todd.
George Brett.
George
Enoch.
Brett.
Salvador Perez.
Salvador Perez. Yes. Pete.
Lebo.
Cepeda.
Orlando Cepeda. Yes.
Enoch.
Soren.
Harmon Killebrew.
Dang
Damn
you.
you.
Harmon
Petro.
Killebrew. Yes.
250.
250.
Lebo.
Petro.
Kurt Gibson get there?
He did. 255.
Ooh,
Soren.
Chili Davis.
Chili Davis. Yes. 350.
Lebo.
Todd.
Juan Gonzalez.
Juan Gonzalez. Yes.
great week.
434.
Yeah. 250.
250 is not a great big number, is it?
Mm-mm.
Lebo, did John Mayberry get there?
255.
Always got to say John Mayberry.
You always got
Guy
to.
from Cincinnati.
A couple of those guys, some of these guys did hit quite a few homers for the Royals.
Who's my
but
guy
not
from
necessarily-
Cincinnati?
I don't know.
Yeah, you did.
Lebo.
Supposed to
Petro.
tell
Is
me,
Jorge
Curtis.
Soler
Sorry.
there yet?
No.
Dean Palmer.
Dean Palmer,
Ah.
275.
Petro. Gary Gaetti.
Gary Gaetti, yes, 360.
Jesus. There
Got-
goes
got a-
Seren, he's off. and
Got a
running.
400 homer guy who hasn't been named yet.
Is that a
Yeah,
long
well,
time
that's
ago?
my guy from Cincinnati.
So, nope. Let's see.
You're
got
thinking
a-
of Cepeda.
I already
We
got
already
that.
said-
No,
Oh, you did?
no, I'm thinking of.
Let's see.
He came right at that
Let's see.
time.
Got a. Let's see.
Yeah, your clues are
couple
great.
Guys who
Say,
shared,
let me see.
Guys who shared an outfield. And
Like
about
all
20, about
outfielders do?
25 years ago, may have been playing in the same outfield.
Lebo.
Petro.
Seren.
Did
Todd,
Petro.
Jermaine Dye get there?
yes.
Carlos Beltran.
Carlos Beltran, there you go.
We should always say Carlos
Those
Beltran.
hints
too.
better.
He's on all the lists.
Got a boomer. Got a third
Got a
base.
boomer.
A guy whose
Boomer
nickname was
Grigsby.
Boomer, maybe Grip and Rip. Guy who rolled
Petro,
up his
Matt
sleeves.
Stairs?
Matt Stairs. Guy who rolled up his shirt
Petro,
sleeves.
Danny Tartable.
Danny Tartable.
Lebo,
let's see.
Amos Otis didn't get there.
Nope.
No.
George Brett did. I'm going to strike out
Who was
Lebo, Alex Gordon.
No.
Guy from
Went down
Cincinnati.
swinging.
I can't think of him.
Guy who plays for Detroit now.
Petro. Plays for Detroit now. I was like.
You're
like,
stalling. You have nothing.
Miggy.
Carlos Pena.
Carlos Pena. He
I
doesn't
don't
play
know.
for Detroit.
Oh, dude.
I was thinking a place where I wasn't catching the
The
movie
line
reference.
from
Yeah.
Moneyball.
This
he
is
plays
gonna
for
be,
Detroit.
Bautista. Jose
Nope.
Bautista.
Nope.
He had
Who's,
250.
Yeah, Jose Batista played for the Royals,
Yes, he did. I didn't.
and
I had
he's
him
got
on
to
there.
have 250.
Yeah, did I have him on
Who,
here?
anybody from the 70s?
We didn't
Should have had
say
him
it,
on
so
there.
it's-
I may have checked him off and
Who's the
made a mistake.
Cincinnati guy?
Here,
Good
here,
piece
here are the players. Raul Ibanez
He got
300,
250?
305.
Really?
Lee May,
Lee May.
Veda Pinson,
There, that's who it was.
Veda Pinson,
George
yeah.
Scott.
Damn it.
Did George Scott get
George
there?
Scott.
Damn it.
I
There's,
get
that's
Veda
the boomer.
Pinson. That's not fair.
Reggie Sanders, Carlos Santana, and Miguel
Veda
Tejada.
Pinson.
We did
Wrong
pretty
me.
good.
Not
We
bad.
did pretty good.
Not
Real
bad.
good.
Yeah,
Not bad.
I'll
Yeah,
take
dude.
that one.
You got 15 of 22.
I had
That's
this
pretty
a few
good.
weeks ago, and I didn't do it. Then Seren was gone. I wanted to wait till he was back.
Okay.
All right, we're in the World Cup, Pete.
Oh, I should do real well.
This is easy, though.
Oh God.
This is the second World Cup here in America. I want you to name a stadium in America that they have played a World Cup match.
Petro.
Yep.
Before this,
Just right now. Any stadium that's
Any-
ever had a
any-
World Cup match in America.
MetLife.
MetLife.
Phoenix Coliseum.
Petro.
No.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Giant Stadium.
The old Giant Stadium. Yeah, correct.
Petro. Arrowhead.
There we go. I was
Petro,
going to say somebody
Petro,
you get the one
Levi.
that's here.
Yeah, Miami.
Petro.
Levi. Yeah.
Petro. Mercedes.
Correct.
Curtis.
Petro. Oh, go ahead.
The Hard Rock Stadium with
Correct.
Garabi.
Yeah, Petro.
It's Hard Rock, that's what it's called.
AT&T Jerry Dome.
Yep. Come on, Pete.
Petro.
Why are they playing right
Hell, I
now,
don't
Pete?
know.
Look
I
up
don't even know
there.
where they're playing.
Yeah, Petro. The Ram Stadium now. What is that
Curtis.
called?
SoFi.
SoFi.
Curtis.
Curtis.
Lumen Field, whatever they call it in
Correct.
Seattle.
It is Lumen Field. Formerly Quest.
What the heck?
Where else would they play? Petro. Foxborough. Whatever that is. Gillette.
Gillette. There's another answer there, too.
Petro. Foxborough.
There you go.
Fuck,
The
yeah.
old Foxborough. They played at
Arizona.
both those stadiums. Pete, wake up and look at the television. Say me something. Come on.
You've
Give me
already
some
got
big,
that one.
name some big stadiums in
Curtis,
America.
What do they call it?
Petro.
Energy Field. Wherever Houston is.
NRG Field. Reliant.
Petro. Rose Bowl.
Rose Bowl. There we go. I want you to get
Curtis.
back to the 94.
The link?
There, that's all right. Now you're done with the new ones.
Okay.
Now, a lot of these, I'm not giving you hints because you guys have eaten.
Okay.
I'll give you a little hint. Some of these are defunct and some are still there.
Curtis. JFK? Or Veterans Stadium, I mean?
No. You're on the right target with those initials.
Curtis.
Petro.
RFK.
RFK.
Damn it.
Yeah. Is that a stadium in
JFK
Florida that's not an
Jr.?
NFL stadium?
Petro. Gator Bowl.
Nope. You're on the right track, though.
Curtis.
Petro.
Where Tallahassee, where they play it.
Nope.
Nope.
No, Petro. Central Florida's.
Nope.
No?
No.
Oh, no, it's not an NFL stadium?
It's not an NFL stadium.
Petro Orange Bowl.
Nope.
I think I'm
You
out.
struck out.
I'm struck out. the hell are you getting at there?
Stanford Stadium in Palo Alto.
Oh, yeah. I should get
Pontiac Silverdome.
I thought about this.
The actual Cotton Bowl. The old Cotton Bowl.
I thought about just hitting all the
Soldier
bowl games.
Field and the Citrus Bowl in Orlando.
Oh, the Citrus Bowl.
I said Orlando.
That's where Central Florida plays.
No, they have their own stadium
I said Orlando.
on campus.
Oh,
Central Florida. They called it the Bounce House, I think.
I said Orlando.
You did say the
Give him
stadium.
a deal.
All right.
Give him one.
I didn't hear you. Did you buzz in?
Scrap for everything.
Did you buzz in?
Yeah.
All right, Pete, what do you got?
I fed you
Okay,
boys.
this the bull. I'm feeding too. Since 1960, 4 players have won the Triple Crown
Lebo.
Petro.
at the U.S. Open.
Oh.
Who are
What
they?
is the Triple Crown at the
That
U.S.
is
Open?
the singles, doubles,
Oh.
mixed doubles.
Oh, tennis.
Lebo.
Yeah.
Petro.
Jimmy Connors.
No,
Serena Williams.
no.
Is this men or women?
This is athletes.
Curtis.
Athletes.
Steffi Graf.
Nope.
Petro. Martina Navratilova.
Yep.
Lebo. Venus Williams.
Nope.
Did you say Steffi Graf?
2 women, 1 man.
Lebo.
Petro.
Monica Seles.
Curtis.
Who?
Monica Seles.
No.
Chris Everett.
No.
Rod Laver.
I got one more. Petro. Jimmy Connors.
No.
I'm out.
Would have been said.
Lebo.
1 man, not particularly famous, but
Great.
you've heard of him, I think.
Who's the woman?
Bobby
Is she
Riggs.
famous?
The woman, both the women are famous.
Okay.
Is it American?
Taylor Swift.
American girl? No.
They're both. One's English, one's American.
Lebo. Margaret Court.
There's one.
All right.
Gotcha. Got 2 more. Man, woman.
Lindsay Davenport.
No, but you should have gotten this one because you guys are good at this. Billie Jean King.
Oh,
never heard
yeah.
of her. Never heard of her.
And Neil Fraser was the name.
Neil Fraser.
Oh, I remember.
Neil, yeah.
I remember him.
They called him Frage.
He was,
Yeah,
he was
Frage-
pretty good.
Fragey.
tennis player.
Well, he won the
Well,
Triple Crown.
That's
so,
yeah.
As we make the turn, Pete's got 4, Lebo's got 12, Curtis has 9, and I have 18.
I really did feed.
You did feed.
I did
That
feed.
was
You're
nice.
welcome.
That was a great question. I love those questions.
What's that? The one where you?
The ones where I get a
Yeah.
bunch. Those are good questions. All right, here we go. Football. Chiefs football. Name any of the 12 Chiefs quarterbacks. There are 12 of them that have done it. Some have done it multiple times. There are only 12 of them that have thrown 4 interceptions or more in a single game.
Enoch.
Curtis.
Pete,
Lebo.
then Curtis, then Todd.
Dave Craig.
Dave Craig did not. Curtis.
I'm going to say Mike Livingston.
Mike Livingston did not.
Well,
Oh no, yes, he did. I'm sorry, he did it twice.
Lynn
My
Dawson.
bad. Okay. Yes, Lenny.
Lebo.
Hold on. Let me put it in the right place. One for Todd and Lynn Dawson. Okay, who's
Enoch.
next?
Bill
Pete?
Kenny.
Bill Kenny did it 3 times.
Curtis.
Okay, Curtis.
Trent Green.
Trent Green did it twice. Sorry, Trent.
Elvis.
Elvis, did you buzz in?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Elvis did it once. Lebo.
Steve Bonneau.
Steve Bono did not do it.
Curtis.
Too gutless to put the ball in the air.
Curtis.
Steve Fuller.
Steve Fuller sure as hell did it. You bet. Pride of Clemson.
Curtis.
There you go, Curtis.
Todd Blackledge.
Todd Blackledge did it once.
Lebo. Patrick Mahomes. I don't think
Has
he has.
never
He's
done
done
it.
3, right? He's got
Never
3.
done it.
I'll give it a shot though.
Nope. What's interesting is, I'll tell you this, there's nobody in the alphabet after Mike Livingston. Everything is
Wow.
before him,
Okay.
alphabetically.
So no, Palco didn't get a chance.
The guy who did it a couple of times, Timmy may have felt his cold hands. Pete.
Oh no.
Lebo.
Montana, but no.
Montana did not do it.
Did you already guess Dave Craig?
He guessed Dave
Okay,
Craig.
okay.
If
Lebo,
you're
Steve
asking-
DeBerg.
Steve DeBerg, yes. Steve DeBerg did it twice. Okay, there is.
One of these.
There's one from 1960.
Oh, boy,
Pete,
here we go.
quarterback
Cotton Davidson?
Cotton Davidson.
almost
Good
said
job,
that. I
Pete.
was
There you
scared
go.
to.
Cotton Davidson. There is 2 more. No, because you got DeBerg, right?
Yeah.
There's 3 more. One was a part-time starter in Marty's first year.
Curtis.
Steve
Pallure?
Steve Pallure, no.
Lebo. Ron Jaworski.
Ron
Jaworski,
Jaworski
that's
is there,
right.
though. Good job.
I'm going to
Jaws.
guess Lebo. Damon Heward.
My mom was a big fan of this guy, Curtis.
Matt Castle.
Come on, Castle!
Come on, Castle.
We had $1 for every time my mom bellowed that at the top of her lungs.
started singing
Tony
another-
Adams, the only one we didn't
Hey.
get. Tony Adams.
Wow.
Well done, boys. You got 11 of them.
Thanks for the food.
I'm impressed. You're welcome. It's all at least I could do the way you fed.
Yeah.
This was a question inspired by our discussion earlier this week about how many innings Salvador Perez had caught. So I started looking up kind of the top 20 players in baseball history in games caught.
Petro.
That's right.
Games caught.
Ivan
Enoch,
Rodriguez.
Ivan Rodriguez.
Petro.
Yes, Pete.
Berra,
Oh,
Go ahead,
Todd
good.
Is Bear there?
Bear is there.
Okay,
Todd
good.
Rick-
Enoch,
Carlton Fisk.
Carlton Fisk. Yes, Pete.
Bench,
Petro.
Johnny Bench. Yes, Soren.
Sunberg.
Jim Sundberg. Yes. Pete. Did you say
Lebo.
Todd?
Petro.
Yadi
Enoch.
Molina.
Yadi Molina. Yes.
Tim McCarver,
No.
Petro. Hassey.
No.
Lebo. Salvi. Is he there yet?
Nope.
Okay.
He's around 40 or so. Got a couple of Royals.
Lebo.
Petro.
Lance Parrish.
Lance Parrish. Yes.
Posada.
No. Got
How
a
far
coup-
down the list is Parrish?
I don't know. I just have the names. Todd. Pete.
Bill Freehand,
Nope. We do have a bill there.
Lebo. Bill Dickey.
Bill Dickey.
Damn
A
it.
couple of Royals managers.
Lebo.
Petro.
Bob Boone.
God,
Bob Boone.
son of a
Still got another one.
Petro. Got another Royals manager?
Mhm.
Then it's got to be.
God.
I'm
bless
still
you.
filing through Ned Yost.
No, he did. He's back.
I know. So I'm like, who am I missing? Oh, I know.
Lebo. Mike Matheny.
Nope.
No, you said?
Mm-mm.
Petro Gardner?
Nope.
I don't know what he played. I got to be
see.
struck out. That's got to be 3 for me.
Enoch, was
I'm
that
not guessing
1,000
that one
yards?
again.
1,000?
Just
Just top
Howard?
20. Nope. Just top 20 in games caught.
Lebo. I'm not.
Guy who
I'm not
played
in.
for a couple guys who played
Gus
for the Royals in their
Triandos.
career. Nope.
Oh, Petro.
For me.
Tony Pena.
Tony Pena.
Tony Pena. That's the Royals manager too.
Yes. True story. Got a young guy was thought it
Lebo.
was
How
young.
about Rick Dempsey?
Nope. There's a Rick though. There is a Rick and a Ray.
Petro. Rick Monday.
Lebo. Ray Fosse.
Nope.
I'm just coming up with like
You're
this.
out. Where you got to be?
I got
Bob,
Bob.
Ray Fosse, good.
Just for
Bob
Petro.
Fosse?
Mike Piazza.
Yeah, Bob Fosse.
Rick.
I
who?
wouldn't take the point if I got it. but Ray Romano.
Robinson.
Ray Buchanan.
In alphabetical order, Brad Osmus, amazingly
Oh,
enough.
wow.
Gary Carter,
Oh man.
Rick Farrell, Gabby Hartnett,
Oh,
Jason
Gabs.
Kendall, Al Lopez, AJ Pierzynski,
Oh boy.
Benito Santiago,
former Royal.
Ray Schalk, Ted Simmons.
It's a good day when you get Benito Santiago and Juan Gonzalez.
I
Both
know.
their historic Royals
True
careers.
story.
In the answer.
Was it this week or when was it last week where I told the story that I actually had an off the record conversation with the two of those guys at once?
Good times.
That was interesting. It was
Bad.
Sounds like it.
Benito was doing the translating.
Oh boy. All right, here we go. Listen up, Pete.
Get off me.
The Royals got Philadelphia coming to town. I want you to name me someone who has their name or number retired by the Phillies.
Enoch.
Because a lot of these were
Petro.
before
Enoch.
there were numbers. Because that's
Okay.
an old franchise.
Yep. Curtis.
Richie Ashburn.
Richie Ashburn is correct.
Okay, I'll take Schmidt.
Mike Schmidt,
Petro.
Steve Carlton.
Steve
Right.
Carlton,
Enoch.
Petro's in. Who wants it?
That's where I was going, but let me see if I can crack one here real quick.
Need some older names too.
No, I rescind. I got to think.
Track Kurt Simmons.
Curtis.
No Kurt Simmons.
Robin Roberts.
Robin Roberts,
Oh, yeah.
correct. I'll give you a hint. This guy's retired by everybody. I
Petro.
Jackie
Jackie
Robinson.
Robinson.
Okay, you get that.
Let's see.
Just to be fair, there's only 3 more that are numbers, and the other guys are old school guys, probably in the Hall of Fame. Names, these guys are probably from the early 1900s. Who a lot of their names.
I know, but I forget. I don't know which one
Curtis.
played for the Philly
Richie
A's.
Ashburn?
We already got Richie
Oh,
Ashburn.
I got him.
I'll give you some initials because I don't really have a hint for
Okay.
these guys.
Ray
There's
Schultz.
there's an ED, an ST. There's a guy with the same name as someone who was the fastest player in baseball about 10 years ago. He used to steal all the base for the Reds. Remember that guy?
Wow. I'll say Curtis. Is Ed Delahanty?
There you go, Ed.
That was the ED.
Ed Delahanty played catcher.
No, he's
No.
not a catcher.
That was the last question. These are retired numbers or Hall of Fame for the
I'm
Phillies?
sorry, okay.
So I got this guy was one of these guys who's got a retired number. I believe was a U.S. senator later.
Curtis.
Oh, Jim Bunning.
There you go. You
Yeah,
can say your name,
Pete.
give it to him. And this guy, I think, hit a monstrous home run at Kauffman Stadium in the All-Star game.
Richie Allen.
There we go. I'm just giving the hints out.
He was good.
Did you guys? I think you. Did anyone say? I'm not going to say this name. This guy passed away in an airplane crash, tragically, about 8 or 9 years ago.
Oh,
Curtis.
Petro, Roy Halladay.
There you go.
Good job.
I'm really giving the hints. And these other are old guys. What's this guy's name who was? You probably had him on your fantasy roster because he stole 60 bases a year, maybe 80 bases a year.
Not an old. This
He's
is
got
an
the
old guy?
same name. He's just got
Oh.
the same name. BH.
Curtis. Billy Hamilton.
There you go. There's some guy named Billy
Yeah,
Hamilton.
I did have
Hamilton.
Billy Hamilton, and
I
he
knew you
sucked.
did.
Billy.
Yeah. There's an ST, a CK, and a
Chuck
PA.
Curtis.
Chuck Klein.
Chuck Klein.
Damn you,
Klein.
Curtis.
Yeah.
ST, and then the other one was PA.
Pedro Paul Allen. I don't know.
It's just tough. I don't know. I don't know these guys. I guys fed you enough. I gave you enough.
Yeah, you gave us the
Um,
last one.
Pete Alexander, Sam Thompson.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Did a bit.
All right,
Yeah.
Pete. What do you got?
Oh, continue to feed. Name the 3 players who played over
3
1,100
players. This is feeding.
Name the 3 players who played over 1,000 games and had career averages over 350.
Lebo. Shoeless Joe.
Yes.
Curtis. Ty Cobb.
Yes.
Petro, Tony Gwynn.
Nope. One more.
Lebo. Babe Ruth.
Nope. One more. One more.
Oh.
This guy
Petro,
was
Rogers
a,
Hornsby.
That's it.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Good job.
Screw you.
guys.
Okay, we all got one.
You actually
You
did.
didn't, you didn't
good
gain
job,
any ground
man.
on me.
Good job.
Let's see. I
thought
got to
that
take
was-
my shoes off on this
These are
one.
high scores.
Okay. Pete has 1,100. Todd has 2,200. Does that sound right, Todd?
Yeah, I think it's about right. Yeah.
Yep, that's what I got. Curtis
Got
has
about 2,000 too,
9,
doesn't he?
14,
Maybe I have 22.
19, 2,000.
Yeah.
And I
You got to
have
be over 2,000.
8, 17, 18, and 7, 2,500. All right.
Pete,
You're
this
over
is yours
1,000,
to take,
Pete.
buddy.
Stop crying.
This is yours to take.
Remember, we will give you a free oil change from Big O Tires, the team you trust. If you provide a final Chumps question to Kyle, send it to Kyle at 810WHB.com. That's Kyle at 810WHB.com. Kyle, what's our category?
NBA free agency.
Right up our alley, Pete. We're going on this one.
NBA
I'm a lock.
free agency. Who provided this?
Nobody. I need some better questions, people.
Is that what it is?
Better.
You shot them all out?
I got one last week that said, "What's Tiger Woods' real name?"
Eldrick.
Eldrick, yeah.
I need
Is
something better.
Thunderdome right in some
We
of
need
these?
better.
I should have Thunderdome right something.
You should have Thunderdome. You can go to Big O Tires today. Ask about the healthy car special. You can get a conventional oil change, tire rotation, alignment check, brake check, and more. Just $39.95. That's right, just $39.95. It's at Big O Tires, the team you trust. Shuttle, pick you up, drop you off. They got it all. Find them online right now at bigotires.com.
All right, the Twin Peaks, end of the hour answer. Since the end of the 85 season, how many times have the Royals won 20 games in a calendar month?
End of 85.
I mean, not much. I'll bet like 4 times, and it happened before 90.
Couple, three maybe.
Yeah.
Twice.
Yeah.
August 89, August of
24?
16.
16 when it didn't matter.
Everyone thought, oh, here they come again. Nope.
They fell apart in
Yeah,
September.
12 and 18 the rest of the way. Twice.
Well, that's a good month.
Yeah, 20's a
It is.
big
It is a good
month.
month.
It
It was
is.
a great month.
Yeah,
really.
it is.
I
I'm
mean,
guessing
They did it like
Yeah.
6 times in the 70s, including twice in 77.
6 times in the 70s, and they've done it twice since.
Yep.
How many they do it in
Twice
the
since-
early 80s?
Twice since 85. 2 or 3 times.
He did it twice in 77.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
That's
team.
a hell of a squad.
Yeah.
It really was.
Yeah, that was a great
That was a
team.
team that
it
won
was.
35 of 39.
Yeah.
Hey, it's hard to win 20 in a month when you only win like
Yeah, it is a lot
58
of,
games.
Yeah.
Is that right?
It really is.
Is that right?
I tell you what, we went 24-4. We won 3 games every month the rest of the
Breaking news.
Todd Lebo earning the check with nuggets like that. You just don't find that
Can't
just
find 'em.
anywhere.
They've only
out
won 100
there.
games once, right?
Yeah, right.
77?
77.
Correct.
I mean,
102 and 60.
What's the next
think we're-
best?
97 and 1980.
yeah.
Yeah, there isn't anything
And then
since
95.
15,
and
they won 95.
95.
What's the most they've won since Brett?
Since Brett,
Probably
95.
Yeah.
In
In
15.
When, you know what
And
happened?
after
They-
that?
They won it all. Oh,
89
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
by the 90.
94
no.
was on the way, but then they got struck out.
The 14, I guess it was the 86 that the. Yeah, 'cause I don't think they won.
89 was a really good team.
89.
They won 80.
89 won.
Yeah, they won 88
Weren't
in
quite,
20.
they would have been a
2014.
wild card.
You know, 89 might have won 94.
I don't know if they got maybe 92. Hey, if we only had a device. to
Oh,
look it up,
89.
Curtis.
Yeah, 89
Yeah.
won 92 games.
Yeah.
They lost by 7 games to the A's.
Too bad
Yeah.
the A's were.
But
really
Brett,
good.
Brett was still there.
Yeah.
89. So
Yeah, that's
the
true.
most since Brett was 88.
I
Back
should have
in
said most
2014.
since 85. But
yeah, let's move on.
Yeah,
All right.
Wow.
Let's get to some final chumps. You could get a free oil change at Big O Tires if you provide a final chumps question
A
to
worthy
Kyle.
one.
A worthy one. Kyle at 810WHB.com. That's Kyle at 810WHB.com. Today the category is NBA free agency.
We got this, Pete.
Okay, Todd.
Where are we going, Kyle?
All right. Earlier this week, Austin Reeves signed the richest contract ever for a UDFA, breaking the record set by who?
Ooh, that's a pretty interesting question.
It's a good question, but I don't know the answer.
Non-drafted.
I should get this.
Well, these aren't undrafted. It's not undrafted.
No, yeah.
Yeah, undrafted. The biggest contract by an undrafted,
Undrafted
player.
player.
Whose record did he break? All right. Let's start with you, Pete. What's your answer?
Smith.
What'd you bet?
Nothing.
Nothing. You are at 1,100. Let's go to Curtis.
I said JT Tiller.
A guy like a JT Tiller.
What'd you wager?
All of it.
All of it. Curtis has none. Pete is in the
Well,
lead right now.
thank you. Yeah, I've earned
Let's
it.
go to Todd.
I tried a Euro, or not a Euro, foreign, Manu Ginobili. It's just
Nope,
foreign
he
name.
was drafted.
Yeah, I knew he was.
What'd you bet?
301.
301, leaving Todd with 1899. I had no answer. I couldn't even come up with a name.
I was trying to think of
But I
another guy
wagered
on the
nothing.
Spurs.
So I will take the victory. What the hell was the answer?
Thunderdome nailed this.
Wait a minute. Give me the initials.
FVV.
Fred
Fred Van Fleet.
Fred Van Vliet. How did we not?
See, Todd, we
Wichita
knew
kid.
that.
And,
We knew
and
that.
Austin Reeves went to Wichita State, too.
How
right?
did we
That's where he
not?
started.
How
See,
did we
it's all
not get that?
Why does Thunderdome know that?
I was worried that was going to be too easy of a question.
Well, you no concerns, friend. You did good.
Wow.
Yeah, well, don't worry about that, Kyle.
How much was Van Vliet's deal? It was probably pretty good.
Van Vliet was like 3 for 130.
30. And Austin
He
Reeves
Fred Van Vliet
At
makes
undrafted?
$43 million a year.
Dude, I'm telling you,
Well, he's had
I
good
saw
years
some guy
since then,
sign
but-
the other day, and I looked him up. I'd never heard of this guy in my life. Now, listen, I'm not a big NBA guy. He's been in the league like 8 years. Never heard of him.
Who was it?
I can't remember his name now, but he played for the Clippers somewhere out west where he wasn't around, and he just got a 2-year deal for, I don't know, $25 million a year. I'm like, who's this guy?
His name was Tormolen.
Norman Powell or something
Yes,
like that?
Norman
Right,
Powell.
Curtis?
That was him.
Gene
I was like, who is
Tormolen?
Norman
oh, yeah,
Powell?
Of course.
Norman Powell's a guy who's made like $150 or $200 million.
I will say for you guys, it's no big deal. You didn't get that. That is embarrassing that I didn't get it.
It really is. Are you
Well,
an
you're-
NBA
this is
fantasy
your-
guy?
I am. I
You
am.
are a Mr. NBA.
I follow it. I follow the free agency.
So you know what you should do? Give the trophy back. You didn't win this week.
And give me your points.
I did go with the cowardly 0 bet.
It's smart.
I was like, if Lebo goes anything,
At least you didn't even make anything up. Didn't even try.
No.
I got
Happy
nothing.
4th, boys.
I couldn't. I was trying to come up with a name. Happy 4th,
Okay,
Pete.
same to you.
All right, Jose Canseco is 62 today. He was the first 40-40 player in MLB history. Who was the first 40-30 guy? Either side. Brought to you by La Feta Delicatessen.
Hour number 3 of the program begins right now. We welcome one Blair Kirkhoff. He's brought to you by our good friends at Art and Frame Warehouse. They're Kansas City's best when it comes to framing your sports memorabilia. You got that certain quarterback autographed jersey, want it displayed perfectly? Well, take it to Art and Frame Warehouse. They specialize in framing memorabilia, photos, newspapers, everything I have that is framed has been framed at Art and Frame Warehouse. They deliver and install, plus everything comes with a lifetime warranty. UV protective glass. How about the museum glass, where it cuts down on the reflection, display it perfectly. They do things like boxing trunks, gloves, Olympic torches, you name it, bats, balls. If you want your sports memorabilia displayed perfectly, you need to take it to 92nd Metcalf. That is where you'll find Art and Frame Warehouse. Find them online at framekc.com. Mention 810. You can even get discounts on some of the sports memorabilia they've got there. And you will love the final product. It's where all the biggest collectors in town go. Go to the best. Go to Art and Frame Warehouse online at framekc.com. Blair, how are you?
Good, good.
Do you have the World Cup fever?
I got a touch.
Are you upset at Austria not putting up a better fight against Spain and losing 3-0? Because we really want Spain out of the way here in the U.S.
Is that what it ended up? I saw it was 1-0 at
3-0.
halftime. So Austria is going home, but their last goal was pretty impressive. That was the one in Kansas City on the header on the final play of the game to get them to the game against Spain. So
Curtis had an out-of-body experience during that.
Mm-hmm. I did.
Well, you were rambling all about it when we were talking.
It's crazy. It's the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Is it really?
No, it's one of the more amazing things I've seen.
it was kind of amazing.
It was.
That game to have 2 goals and after looked like teams were
I mean,
playing for a 2-2 game, ended up 3-3
I'm like,
in
well,
the last 90 seconds.
That's crazy. That was over. And then, I mean, just the ball flying that far, guy heads it as he's going out of bounds to a guy who heads it home. You're like,
pretty amazing.
And I haven't seen as many soccer games as mine, but I was like, that's with what was on the line. You got 30 or 45 seconds to score. You're going home, and they pull off that play at the end.
That was nuts. Fun, and I likened it to it was the soccer equivalent of the 13-second game. Different end zone, but it was the
right.
Just so much scoring at the end and just improbable plays and but it was cool that it was in Arrowhead that game was and it was the final group stage game of all the group stage games. It was the final one, and you're right. It was
the games there have been
pretty cool.
All had something that left people going, wow.
Yep. But yeah, the fates of like 3 different teams turned on that one play. So anyway, to long answer to a short question, it's been kind of fun.
What'd you think of last night's?
Glad we won, and I think there should be an appeal process, but it doesn't.
There is. I'm told there is, but it's unlikely that they're very conservative about ever overturning anything.
Well,
I've read that there is and there isn't, and I had somebody who's been at the highest levels of soccer tell me there is. So I don't know. I'm not quite sure what to believe, but I was told there is, but they almost never overturn anything.
Well, I guess we would
like mistaken identity is what I was told. It's like they're throwing a guy out of a game
and it wasn't
and it wasn't him, but that's where the VAR is like kind of takes care of that before it ever gets to them. That's what they kind of needed. Like, well, they were VAR after the game, but now the VAR is like, well, it's not that guy, it's that guy.
That makes sense, actually. I get it in that instance.
Yeah.
I also understand, although I think it was the wrong call, I do understand why you can't appeal it and why it should. I understand the argument of not being able to appeal it, but ultimately I think the call was wrong, but the fact that I think it was wrong, I don't know it was wrong, means there shouldn't be wiggle room here. You got to stand by your call, and Balogun will be out for the next game.
I think a lot of people will look at it and say, Well, they didn't throw like sometimes with the targeting thing. Well, they didn't throw a flag. How are they going to call it targeting? Well, nothing was called there. How can it be a red card? But that's not necessarily a reason for it not to be. If you're using the review to make sure you get the call right, that's the whole point of review is that officials can make mistakes, and you want to make sure you get it right. So maybe the official should have called it and didn't, and they corrected it. I don't know.
I think there's nothing the worst. Like I've heard people try to say, "Whoa, the refs are terrible in every sport," or all these different. For me, the fact that the NFL has quietly now got people talking to the guy on the field, and he's moving the ball after the fact, and he's going after the fact and doing things, like I don't understand why we even have a challenge then. You know what I mean? Like nobody like I'm hearing a lot of American reaction. A lot of people new to soccer reacting to how soccer is governed. And and I'm fine. Like, hey, I'm excited that you care. Because if you don't really know how it works or the history of it or what the mindset is of how soccer is governed and how it works and what they want from it, great, you're new to the sport. That's awesome. It's hooked you. You're in. Maybe you're not going to be a diehard sporting fan or you're not picking a team in the EPL, but at least World Cup, you're in for the World Cup every year. Great. Maybe the Olympics too.
Yeah.
Great. I think that's exciting. To me, that's the number one story. Americans care.
That's exactly
and Americans
right.
are
That's what I was going to tell. That's what I was going to say to you. Is that the fact that this is the number one sports topic in America today?
Yes.
There has never been a day in my life where any kind of soccer was the top topic in America
across the nation. Now, the tournament's here. It's happening on our time schedule. Those are two giant contributors to it.
We're enthused about the quality of this team too.
Yeah, and the team is good.
Yeah,
the team is good. But that's also why they move the World Cup around, is to grow the game. That's the whole purpose. So it's not like this is a phenomenon, and it's not like we're not better or worse than like you bring the event. It's a great event, and we bring it to your town. Hey, there's a band. I never really paid much attention to them, but they're playing right three blocks down. I'm going to go check them out. Let's check out the experience. Hey, not bad. I think I'll go buy their CD. I mean, that's what's happening here, right?
Yep.
But now that being said, I'm not as outraged over the red card as most people are because I've seen plays like that before and seen it called a red card. So, like I said, I've had people who are adamant that should not be a red card, shouldn't even be a yellow card. Okay, I get it, but I've seen that call a lot. And so I'm not as devastated by it. But when it starts going to like, well, let's compare it to this sport, let's compare it to that sport, they all have their own way of doing business. And soccer's way of doing business is, first of all, we know we're an offensively limited, or I shouldn't say offensive, a scoring limited sport. So we're not going to legislate to cut down even more. We're going to legislate that when in doubt, don't foul. When in doubt, don't stick your leg out. And so the offense keeps moving. The ball keeps moving. They want the ball to move, and they've set the rules up that way, and every team playing knows it. They didn't institute this rule at halftime.
Right.
This is how the game has been played at that level, and really all over the world. That's how it's played. That's you got to not stick your cleats out there. It's even harsher in the sense that 2 yellows at any time gets you out of the next game.
That's right.
Your second yellow. They're even stricter in the World Cup than they are the club levels of things, where it's like an accumulation of, 6, 8, 10, I can't remember how many it is, before you get a suspension. But in the World Cup, it's 2 in the pool play, then it resets, and then it's 2 from here on out. So they are flat out telling you, don't cleat a guy. Don't do it. I mean, it's all out there in front of you. This is just really bad luck. I don't think that's what he intended to do. And for the people who tell me it's about intent, okay, if it is, then he shouldn't have a red card.
All right. Well, a couple things. Making the rounds in a big way not long after the game was the comparison photos with Messi.
Yes.
In the game in Kansas City,
Mm-hmm.
right? And doing something similar. It wasn't the exact same thing, but doing something similar. Didn't even go to VAR. It just wasn't reviewed. The other thing is the one aspect of this that I think American sports fans can relate to is bitching about the officials, and we're good at that, and that's universal, right? It's every sport, and welcome to soccer, and this gives us something to complain about, and that it feels familiar, and now we're all kind of, as American fans, we're all a little bit outraged and wonder what's going to happen in the game against Belgium on Monday night, and it'll be a conversation topic until then, and coincidentally, right through the 4th of July holiday. I think it's that part of it to me is kind of fun. It keeps it at the forefront of sports conversation for another few days, and it'll be the on game day on Monday, the biggest topic of conversation in sports that day as well. And then the ratings that night will be spectacular. I'm sure it'll be the most watched soccer game ever in this country. So I wish it hadn't happened, because I want that guy playing. Balogun,
was that a great tournament?
Great tournament. What a talent that guy is. But it's a byproduct of this is we're all talking about it, and it was important enough to be outraged by it, like you said. People care now about it, and so in that way, it's kind of cool.
Well, go ahead.
My situation is more forward-reaching.
I was going to say, with a number of backups on the field, they lost to Turkey.
Yeah,
right.
That's
that
right.
is being swept away by most people. They weren't really trying. They've also been, by ranking, the superior team in every match till playing Belgium.
Correct.
Is it, how much could we be in for a rude awakening that this was a product of scheduling?
Maybe. I've thought about that, but Belgium, of course, was 5 minutes away from a 2-goal loss.
Well, but we haven't played Belgium yet. But every team they played up till now, they were higher ranked.
But they were the better ranked team, right?
And Belgium is, to your point, a lot of people aren't really buying Belgium as being.
They're not a championship caliber team, but I don't think the rankings are too. They're not.
They're 10, and the U.S. was 16.
16. Okay, so a 3 seed and a 4 seed. I think the 4 seed has a chance. I would like their chances better if their best player was suiting up that day. So I would probably pick Belgium to win the game.
Pulisic is still their best player, though, right?
He
just hasn't had the best tournament. He's also being marked pretty
He is
closely.
being marked, and I think overall he's their best player. And he, almost had a goal yesterday. He's had one earlier and almost had one in the game yesterday. With got called back. But Balogun almost had another one too that was called back. It's just
Balogun also almost had another one that hit the crossbar.
Yeah, hit the crossbar. Yeah, watching this U.S. team, it's like watching some of the world's best leagues play. I don't know where this U.S. team, if you took this U.S. team and put them in the Premier League or Bundesliga or one of the top European, I don't think they'd finish last. I think they could be competitive.
I don't think they finished last, but aren't like a lot of guys that are frontline guys on like Chelsea and Man City and all that coming off the bench for England and France and Spain, and
they are. I guess maybe it was a clumsy way of making a point where I haven't seen this kind of talent in the U.S. come together, and they're well coached too.
Well, they're incredibly well coached. That's the one thing. I think they've got a great strategy for how they're playing. They're covering more ground. Matt Beasler talked about this. I don't know where it is after last night's game, but going into the game, Matt was talking about they've covered more ground than anybody in this tournament. So they clearly, and it's a weird thing because the coach came in late, and he hadn't been there for 3 years or 4 years putting together the whole process. But, he clearly put together guys that can run and run all day, and they are playing aggressive, which, I kind of always thought, like, you're the underdog. Play Princeton basketball, right? We don't want to play 110, 102. We want to play 48, 46, right?
Yep.
They're playing 110, 108 soccer. They're up with a high press. They're, trying to, when they lose it, they try to take it back right away, which can leave you vulnerable to counters going the other way. And it's working. That's why I say, I wonder if they knew who they were going to play. I think they knew the bracket as well, right?
Yeah.
Going in. So they you could chart out and say, okay, what's a successful tournament for us? Well, we got to get through pool play, and we're going to get through pool play because we're the best team, right? Like
they were the best ranked team.
Yeah, we're going to get through pool play, and then we need to, if we could win 2 and get to the Elite 8, that would be it. And if they looked at it and said, well, we can beat these teams, like this is how we can beat these teams, because if I do think, and Matt Beasler is the one that, and Nate Bukaty talking about to them, both talked about it, like playing this style against Spain or Argentina might be a recipe to lose 5-6-1.
Yeah,
because they will counter you. They will take advantage of it. You'll press them, they'll beat your press, and all of a sudden, they're 9-on-4 and you're in trouble.
Yeah.
I think we need to let the tournament play out, and we'll see. But that's why I keep kind of coming back to the schedule. Did this guy just reverse engineer and go, here's the best way to not only win, but look good and get us to that point? Hey, anything after that, we're probably not going to win anyway, so who cares? But let's do everything we can to take this step in this World Cup. We can't win it. Let's not try to win it. If we were going to win it, we need to amazingly win PKs. We need to draw our way all the way into the deal.
Have a bracket collapse.
And then go 0-0 on every game and win on PKs. That's our strategy. But that soccer sucks. Americans won't like it. This is a likable brand of soccer. And I'm with you. Again, the opponent matters, but they create space and are getting open passes. I do feel like Jason said it last week. It was like when we watch other World Cups, it was like the U.S. was kind of bunkered in, and then they just try to lob one over the top to Landon Donovan on the outside. Like one of Landon Donovan's goals was just this complete Hail Mary that he got there and beat the defender and then was one-on-one with the keeper and put it in. And it's like, it wasn't what a good team does. Surgically bring the ball down the field. They look a lot more surgical now.
They do, like some of the best teams in the world. Now we're not there yet, to identify them as one of the best teams in the world, but they're one of the top 15 or 20. And I really, in the past, I've thought when they've had good rankings, I was skeptical about that. They'd have a good ranking and then lose to somebody below them and nobody'd be surprised. I would have been stunned if they had lost yesterday, and I won't be shocked if they beat Belgium even without their best player. I thought, going back to the coach, I thought when they were down when they were down Balogun, I thought they made the substitution. He made the substitutions at the right time. He got the right guys off, the right guys on, and to actually add to the lead down, shorthanded, that was amazing. That's not what I'm used to seeing with U.S. soccer. No,
they managed to play a very good defensive style while being able to counter when the opportunity presented itself.
Yes.
They weren't just bunkered in. They brought everybody back, but when the opportunity came, they tried to move the ball up 10-on-11 and got all the way down to where they drew a penalty and got another goal.
The minute he left the field for the final time, if you said, what's the most unlikely score this came in, it's 2-0, probably would have been at the top of the list.
They're pretty high.
Yeah. On realistic options, yeah. I mean, 100-2, no.
Yeah, right.
I don't think that.
That
maybe
I'm just going to say that never happened.
That would have been number 2 on the list.
Yeah.
But I don't know. This is the World Cup's not coming back to the U.S. in the next few cycles, right? Probably not in our professional lives.
Sure.
So,
I guess thanks, Blair.
You gotta,
no confidence in me.
Find a way to. Well, I'm trying to.
I was thinking I had 40 more years in this business, but okay.
Go jump off that.
What was the last
real
one?
Quick.
94. 94. So yeah, it's been a while.
Let's see, 32 years would make me 92.
Would make you dead for 20.
Probably not. Yeah, but the Women's World Cup is coming to the U.S. in 31. What I wonder is, there's two variables. One, how much is the success that the Women's World Cup has had here this year factor into them being a host city in 31, and how much is the fact that that's the year they're scheduled to open the Chiefs' new stadium? Is that going to be ready in time for the World Cup?
They'll make it.
They'll make sure that's I mean, they'll figure out a way to get that done by then.
Do whatever they want with this.
Wouldn't it be
the other idea is they don't that Arrowhead doesn't come down until
Yeah.
after the 31 World
But
Cup.
how crazy would it be?
Arrowhead might not come down until after the 79 World Cup because there is no plan
Yeah.
on who's going to pay for tearing it down. So you may be watching that thing crumble in front of your eyes.
Yeah.
What are we watching? The Last of Us here? What is this?
But would the Chiefs be moved to get it done? Do they want the first game played in their new stadium to be the World Cup?
I don't know.
Is that, I might
Pretty
say,
cool.
Heck yeah, it'd be great. But do they want? This is our stadium. We're going to have the World Cup first. It would be amazing for this town for the first game in this brand new stadium is
That would be interesting.
World Cup game.
I'm sure the Chiefs are making money off this World Cup thing.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe they're spending money as part of it.
We know FIFA is making out like gangbusters on this thing, but I imagine the Chiefs.
And all that
aren't
money
losing
goes to charity, right?
Oh yeah.
Of course it does. You
Yeah.
know that. No, it does not.
And Charity, she puts it into an account for.
She's usually on
That's
stage 3, by the way.
That's the
Thursday nights.
Charity
if you're
Wilson.
curious.
She's the financial advisor, head financial planner.
The other question about
Like
the
small bills.
Yes.
the new Chiefs stadium is, will they build it so it can accommodate a pitch?
I had heard
soccer
that
pitch.
was part of the plan, but it was a guy that I was talking to at the store. No, I'm just kidding. I actually heard someone.
The Quick
Yes.
Trip guy.
Yeah. He was stocking chips on the shelf at Quick Trip, and there wasn't even anyone around. He was just saying it, so I don't know.
Just talking. And
I
you're
just
like,
happened to
what are
be
you talking
there.
about? Oh, I'm talking about the Chiefs Stadium. It's
Do I want to
gonna be,
get Munchos or do I want to get the Cheetos? I don't know.
Let's be honest. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Yep.
Arm just sweeping bags
Yippers.
into the cart. To the cookies now.
Yeah. You've seen a chip in your day. You've probably seen a chip in this day.
The body's a temple, Curtis. Body's a
There's
temple.
always like 3 bags of chips on your bar, and I guarantee I didn't bring them.
No, I can guarantee that too. I can guarantee you didn't bring them too.
Yes. Oh, I brought
Oh,
chips
there's
and dip.
old empty-handed here again.
So
Come on in.
Every time I brought buffalo chicken dip and chili and stuff. I bring stuff.
I know, but it's funnier if you didn't. I prefer it that way.
Sure.
Yeah. So good times.
That's very much like soccer.
Yeah, just like soccer. You know, 0-0. Everyone's empty-handed.
Yep.
That's what we're saying
We're
here.
starting from zero.
Blair Kirkhoff's with us. We'll take a break. He's brought to you by our friends at Art and Frame Warehouse.
Time for a hydration break.
Hydration break. Oh, Frame KC, 90second, framekc.com is where you can find our friends at Art and Frame Warehouse. They're at 92nd and Metcalf. They're the best when it comes to framing anything. They really do. They're not just sports memorabilia, but they're experts in it. Framing sports memorabilia is hard. Some places won't do it. A lot of places do it really, really bad. That's not the case with Art and Frame Warehouse. Go right now to framekc.com.
All right, the La Feta Delicatessen, end of the hour answer. Jose Canseco, 62 today. He was the first 40-40 player in MLB history. Who was the first 40-30 player, either side? 40-30, 30-40, either way.
Bobby Bonds, maybe?
Good guess, but no.
That was my.
He was.
I heard that coming in.
He was the
That was gonna
third.
be
I would have thought he would have been
30,
30-40.
Oh, he did. He 30-40 5 times.
Yeah, but was he where was he? Third, you said? So I can get
He
a
was.
timeline?
He was the third guy. Yeah.
On 30-40, but somebody
30,
could have been 40,
This guy was 30-40.
30 homers, 40 stolen bases.
Yeah, he was 30-40, and then the next person to do it was 40-30.
Willie Mays?
Willie Mays, 1956, 36 homers, 40 stolen bases. Aaron, the first 40-30, 44 and 31 in 1963.
Will
Does
Bobby
Willie,
Bonds did
is it
twice.
I-E or Y, or is it S? Or there's something funny about how you spell his name. How you spell Willie Mays?
Williemays.
M-A-Y-S. I always thought it should be a Z, I guess.
Well-
Sorry, sidebar.
Well, will Bobby Witt ever
Willie Howard Mays.
become a 40-40? Does he have the power to?
I think he has the power. I don't know where it's been. I mean, he hit a couple the other night.
Yeah, it hit the second one went 430.
Yeah. And let me tell you something. I know power.
Yep.
Because I have Bobby and Junior Caminero and Jack Caglione and Carter Jensen, and I have a bunch of I hit home runs. I have
pretty
5
good.
home runs every night. I mean, my squad does.
Yeah.
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 So I know power.
You do, obviously.
They're gonna keep Caminero in the yard tonight.
I hope not.
Stephen Kolek in his return.
I hope not. 'Cause I'm trying to get that idiot Chuck Powell. He's the only guy that's in front of me in homers. I've been ravaged by injuries, Blair. You don't see me sitting here. No, I'm coming up the standings. Now that I'm starting to get a couple of guys back. Working some deals. Doug, I know you're listening. Let's get this deal done. Stop screwing around. Stats wants Jack Caglione.
Mm.
So,
Player of the month.
yeah, everybody
Newly
wants
minted.
Big Jack.
And it's Kolek tonight, huh?
Mhm.
Coming off a dandy performance.
And a crazy weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, it was on the paternity list, and then it was on the family medical emergency
Right.
list because he said it. He posted it. They had some issues, and now he's a new daddy, and he's back on the mound tonight.
Good for him.
So very good.
Good for him.
Yes, absolutely.
Have you been following this Matt Miller story?
The headlines mostly. It seems bizarre.
ESPN's NFL draft analyst. He's from Joplin, Missouri.
And this accident happened down there somewhere, I think, in Joplin or around somewhere in Southwest Missouri.
He was involved in an accident, and it was so bad they had to life flight him, and he lost his left arm. And he tweeted this out and said thank you to the amazing medical people and everything. And somehow that spurred on a bunch of people, or was it that there was a GoFundMe page started? Is that what spurred it? It was a GoFundMe page, which is alleged to have been started by him. Is that correct? And Kyle's nodding yes. So just for confirmation, my source is Kyle.
At least you name your source.
I name my source. That's right. Nobody did I might say, I'll tell you later.
Yeah.
Don't. If you've ever told me something and I said I wouldn't say, I don't say. It's just try to make Blair laugh. That's what we do this hour. But then a bunch of people started coming forward saying apparently he was right. I had no idea he did this as well. He runs fantasy football leagues with a charity component.
Right.
And so you enter your money and a portion of it goes to charity and then it's supposed to come back. And he was providing no proof of the charitable donations. These are the accusations, I will state. Many of them by, who is it? Who had the first story?
Awful announcing.
Yeah,
Ben
right.
Koo and is the main guy. They've been on this for a week or so.
And said that he's offered no accounting for where the money's going charitably. And then everyone else is expressing displeasure and many of them not being paid
at
all for the payouts of the league. and not even being able to get a hold of them. Some people are just like quit. Other people said they got paid, but only after threatening to go to the press.
Some of them only got back their entry fee, and not their winnings.
Such a bizarre story. And of course, unless you're, I guess, involved with his, fantasy, leagues, nobody's going to know about this. But now it's out there, and you wonder what ESPN thinks about it and how they're going to react to it.
And so the latest is the Missouri Attorney General has opened an investigation. That does not mean he's charged, but has opened an investigation into this.
Wow. It's gotten to that level.
Yeah.
State Attorney General.
Well, I mean, if you're stating something's for charity and you're stating that money's going to come in but then go back out in certain places and the money's not going back out.
Yeah, it's not good is what that is. That is not good.
I mean, talk about a tough run.
Yes. Yeah. I mean,
if you made a movie of the last 2 weeks of his life, you would be like, yeah, I saw a movie the other night. What happened? Oh, this guy who
almost died.
Guy, NFL draft expert, has an accident. They have to amputate his arm to save his life. Wow, that's wild. Yeah, and then the next week, the state attorney general launched an investigation into issues he had with his fantasy football draft or leagues. What?
Yeah,
I'm surprised, and I'm sure it says more about me than anything. But I hadn't heard of him. I didn't know who he was until this happened, and he's a Missouri guy.
You hadn't heard about him on ESPN?
Not until this happened.
Okay,
I hadn't been reading.
Well, Todd McShay's looking at it right now, going, "I'm too expensive. You fired me for this."
I don't have a state attorney general investigating me.
There's that clip of. Is it the WWE guy who I'm thinking of? There's a clip of him some guy walking into an arena.
It's Vince McMahon.
Vince McMahon. That's him walking. That's Todd McShay walking everywhere around town.
But I mean, like, you just don't. That's like this literally is like, oh, that would never happen.
So
if you saw it in a movie, like.
So obviously, operating the fantasy leagues was a side hustle for him. Just
yeah,
I would think. I mean, it's okay. Okay.
I mean. You got the name in the football world.
Yeah, not to begrudge, but
I mean, listen, it's the charity thing. Like if you
right,
I don't have. There's enough charities out there that they're technically not doing anything illegal, but all they're doing is paying X number of people. Like, oh, we raise all this money and we do all these events and we take this much salary and about like 2% goes to the charity.
Yeah,
there's enough of that. Let alone when you're not even.
And that's what a state attorney general should be investigating.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think it'll be
interesting to see how this one unfolds and what becomes of the investigation.
Yes. Yes. We'll take a break.
Before the break, news from Andy Rogers. Cole Reagans underwent UCL repair on his left elbow yesterday. What the Royals had feared but ultimately expected. Now they're looking at Reagans getting back next season. So he has had...
Getting back next season? Well, we've already heard that he's not going to be back opening day,
right? So back mid-season next year, sorry.
Man.
So...
Yeah. It's tough.
How many? Is that 3 for him? 3 surgeries?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. I hope he's back.
I do too.
I hope he's back. Good dude.
Yep.
Great pitcher when he's healthy. But, man, that's a lot to put on that arm.
Sam McDowell wrote a good column about this the other day.
Yeah.
Go read it if you haven't. But how this affects not only this year but next.
Absolutely. We'll take a break. Blair Kirchhoff is with us from the Kansas City Star. He's brought to you by our friends at Art and Frame Warehouse, the best at framing your sports memorabilia. Everything comes with a lifetime warranty. They'll also deliver and install. I highly recommend the delivery and the installation. Michael and his team are great. They framed everything, all my sports memorabilia. They'll do a great job for you as well. Find them online at framekc.com. All right, welcome back. You're in the program here on Sports Radio 810 WHB. Talking to Blair Kirchhoff. He's brought to you by our friends at Art and Frame Warehouse. They're online at framekc.com. You can see him in person at 92nd and Metcalf. Kansas City's best when it comes to framing anything. I got family photos, got wedding photos. I know it's that time of year for a lot of people. They'll be happy to frame those, frame them better than anyone. You also should know that they're the best when it comes to the sports memorabilia. They buy in bulk. That means they keep the prices down. You get gallery quality at warehouse prices. Check it out. Nobody frames better than Art and Frame Warehouse. FrameKC.com. Tell them Petro sent you. Tell them you heard it here on the program. You can get discounts on some of the sports memorabilia. They're in the store. And some other items. Just tell them you're a program listener. Blair, Big 12 Media Days next week. You were just mentioning that. Already upon us. Isn't that amazing?
It's incredible. It's the earliest that I've ever heard of a college football media days. Usually, the SEC is usually first out of the gate around the All-Star break, and we'd be a week away from the All-Star break next week, I think. So, yeah, I don't know why the Big 12.
I think the All-Star game is getting later and later in baseball for one.
Yeah, but there's no doubt if you're in single digits in July and you're doing your football media day, this is, I think, the 7th and the 8th for the Big 12, you're going pretty early.
I do think, Kyle, last year, I know Todd and I were down at the Big 12. Todd will be down there this year. But wasn't it the same weekend as Tahoe as well?
Oh,
I was thinking Jason was out there last year.
Let me text Darcy and find out. He'd know.
Yeah, I know it's not that important. I'm just wondering how much whether it's just snuck up on us more because we've got World Cup stuff going on. So, like, our time is
for sure
speeding by us faster.
That could absolutely
because
be
of
the
that.
Case. I will not be, because of soccer, I won't be going down there. And but a lot of questions to ask folks, especially around Texas Tech, and we'll find out who's favored. I get maybe not. I don't know if the Big 12 does. They didn't do it last year. Maybe they won't do it this year. The preseason poll. But new coach at K-State. We'll get to talk to Colin Klein down there and see what's going on with KU. I haven't seen what teams speak on which days. That they'll break it up with eight schools.
What do you
one
care?
day.
You're not going.
That's right. I'm not. But I'll be reading the coverage and
rough room.
It is a rough room you walked into. I want to know when to be paying attention down there for what goes on down there.
Yeah, I think it'll be
one thing we'll talk about because
it'll be fun to hear Dion.
Yes,
we might not be quite as cocky this year.
May not be, and we'll have a chance to talk about it next week because I think it's the 7th and the 8th. Is that Tuesday, Wednesday? What next week? But at any rate,
yes,
I'm a little concerned about the strength of the Big 12. On the national scale, they're clearly four to me of the Power Four with. With Miami being back and getting to the national championship game and almost pulling it off, and what's the Big 12's Miami? Is it Tech?
Tech and BYU. I think are the two that have the most money.
They do have the most money, and they'll be the two favorites. They'll probably be in that order, probably Tech and then BYU. Either one.
Well, the odds have Tech still far and away the favorite.
Really, that much big. Okay. Big 12 they've won one college football playoff game in its history, and that was the TCU win over Michigan, and then TCU turned around and got crushed by Georgia in the national championship game. It's been a while since the Big 12 has been considered one of the top 2 or 3, and they're definitely not there.
What did they get? What did Tech do last year? They lost to Miami in their first
No,
game, right?
They lost to Oregon on Miami's field. They went to the Orange Bowl, and Oregon shut them out. And I thought that's...
No, they would have played at home. They would have played at somebody's home.
They played in the Orange Bowl. No, I think they got a bye. Didn't they get a bye?
Did they get a bye? Did Tech get a bye? Is that what it was?
July 8th and 9th last year for Big 12
okay.
Media Days.
Okay.
Thank you.
And by the way, Kansas and Kansas State set to go on Wednesday.
Okay. Very good. Answers
according
flying
to
at me.
According to the Big 12.
You ask, they provide.
Yeah,
we
absolutely.
Did Tech get a bye? They must have gotten a bye. Then that must have been what it was if they didn't play.
I just remember thinking that was
who did Miami beat in that game where it was so windy and nobody could make a field goal?
A&M, wasn't it?
A&M.
Yeah, went to A&M.
Tech, A&M.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's like 10-3 or something crazy.
It was a low-scoring game. But then Oregon turned around. I forgot who beat Oregon. Indiana.
Indiana
beat Oregon.
them.
Right. But Oregon shut out Texas Tech in the Orange Bowl, and I just remember thinking, is the Big 12
23-0.
Is the best team in the Big 12 still that far away from being competitive, from getting at least a win in the college football playoff? So I don't
think
know.
if you've got the money, you're never more than a year away. It's
Right.
all free agents all the time. So
They thought they had the quarterback.
I mean, the money, if the money's the same, it might take someone like grossly overpaying, like where we're hearing stories of $45 million payrolls. It may take a $90 million payroll to win because, I can get 1.1 here or I can get 1.15. I'll take the 1.1 and go to Ohio State as opposed to going there. Like, they may have to just, the Royals Gilmesh deal.
Oh, yeah. The 50,
maybe is what they're going to have to do.
Yeah.
But it's the exact opposite in basketball. I mean, Big 12 guys were all over the NBA draft.
Yes, it was a huge draft for the Big 12. Record, right? 9 in the first round and 13 overall, and it was so high quality in the league. And yet they haven't won a championship. Not in their new iteration. Not with the
it's been around for 5 minutes.
It's true, but they've had good teams. Houston was.
Yeah,
darn good
Arizona,
2 years ago, and Arizona was darn good last
Yeah.
year, and just both got to the Final Four. Houston got to the title game. Just push through.
But they have in the 20s. They've had Kansas, Baylor,
those two,
and then Tech losing a championship game
in 19.
In 19, yeah. They had a nice run
and
there.
Arizona in the Final Four.
Mm-hmm.
They have. I'm not trying to disparage.
I think you are.
And Houston lost a championship game too.
Yeah,
they did
2 years ago.
Which they had a 12-point lead with 8 minutes to play and couldn't put away Florida.
How about the fact that Gary Parrish doesn't have Kansas in their
top 25?
Top 25 and 1.
+1. Oh, I didn't know that.
He says he's got him the next one out, which makes him 27.
Okay, listen, he's a guy whose opinion I trust, and he works it harder than anybody. So that says a lot. He must not think much of Tyron Stokes.
He does think a lot of Stokes, but he said that there were a number of big-time programs that did not recruit him at all.
Interesting.
That he's that big a handful that they're like, no.
That's good. That's
maybe the price tag is
something
just way
new
too high
for
for some of those guys.
Price tag could have been it. It could be that the price tag was higher than people wanted to pay, and so they're like, we're not going after that guy. He's a head case. You know how it is? Like, oh, she's not that hot. Oh, yeah, because she won't give you 5 minutes? Is that it? No. She's a smoke show. You're a toad. Like, let's get this figured out here.
And last week after the NBA draft, of course, the next year's mock drafts came out, and Stokes is like by far number one. The mock drafts that I saw was, the drop between 1 and 2 is pretty big.
I asked him who's the number one pick in the 20. One of my Final Fours. Who's the number one pick in the 27 draft? He said, I got to go with Stokes now.
Yeah. So, but not good enough to be in the top 26.
I'll say there's a little bit of pressure for. I mean, Darren Peterson went 2 and Andrew Wiggins went 1, but neither one of them lived up to their hype as players at Kansas.
As freshmen, right.
For what they did to Kansas. I mean, it's like, all right, here's our, and I'm sorry, Kansas fans, but to me, the best freshman ever is still Carmelo Anthony because he's the guy who came in and led and took him to a championship.
Won a national championship.
And I think when you get Andrew Wiggins and all the, Bill Self called him an alpha dog. He was no alpha dog.
No.
Darren Peterson. Oh, this is the guy. Like he's different. And I mean, I listened to Hawk talk on my drive home and hear him talking about Darren Peterson the year before. Once he could start talking about him, once he committed, it's like, okay, but is this Wiggins all over again? Yes. Unequivocally, undeniably, yes, it was.
It was kind of less than that, actually. He didn't play as many games.
Just Wiggins at least go on out there and fake it.
Right. I got to remember the Wiggins game at West Virginia where he scored.
Give you the
45.
old Meg Ryan right there at the table,
Yes.
She fakes something, guys. People, you kids might not be old enough.
Said, I'll have what they're having.
Yeah.
What that team's having.
Meg Ryan's always my first thought when I think of Andrew Wiggins.
That's right.
Yeah, yes.
That's right.
Wigs.
You will now.
Wigs and Megs.
You'll be watching the Heat play next year and like, oh, Wiggins with a layup. Meg Ryan. What a career.
Wigs and Megs.
That's why you come here, Blair. Yep. Every Thursday. The appointed hour for this kind of,
that's right.
Laying it all out. Nobody else lays it out like we do.
They do not.
Thankfully.
That's right.
So yeah, we got that going for us.
We
Blair.
do. And we'll have some Big 12 Media Days next week going for us.
Looking forward to it. Blair, looking forward to our conversation next week as well. You have a great and safe 4th of July.
You too, my guys.
And same to everybody else out there, since I won't talk to you until next week.